Uh, I'm playing a human fighter because
Oh, hold on,
basic.
Jordan. Hold on, Jordan.
Okay.
They,
Hold
chat,
on one
chat
second.
saying we're muted, so nobody can.
Should I keep speaking? So just to test it.
All right, they can hear us
Yes.
now.
Okay.
Real
Go.
quick rundown of all the stuff I just said. We know you don't know anybody here, so we're going to do introduction in a second. Exclamation point donate. You can find some crazy ways to mess with the game, mess with these players. And we have a good game to get into, so we're just going to go very quickly. We're going to go around because, like I said, you don't know anyone here. So we'll start with Jordan, and he'll introduce himself and the characters.
Hey everyone, I'm Jordan. Uh, I'm super excited to be here and for a good cause and playing with some amazing people. I'm pumped. Um, I'm going to be playing a human fighter. Inside joke for all you GCN folks out there. Um, and uh, his name is Galavad. He was a former champion of Erastil. No more. Long story. But yeah, I'm really excited to just get in and do the human fighter thing.
All right, we're going to jump over to Syrup.
Ooh, that's me. Hi, everybody. I am Syrup, one half of Waffles Maple Syrup. I am playing today Millie Meadson, just a teenage girl who you'll notice constantly has like random stuff shuffling around her. Like her hair keeps moving as if someone's there, and her bags are moving all around, and it's really odd. But she's very chipper, very happy to be here, and I'm excited to be here as well.
Perfect. All right, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm wildly confused because I'm currently in Sydney, Australia, and it's a little bit early here. As this is my second game of Pathfinder, I've decided to pick a goblin alchemist because apparently that's super easy to play. Yeah. So I'm desperately hoping that my spirit guides here will lead me through what I'm supposed to be doing, because this is going to go well, as my last character nearly got drowned. So yeah, thank you, and please be kind.
Perfect. Let's jump over to Matthew Capodicasa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Matthew Capodicasa from Glass Cannon Network. Today, I will be playing Dwayne, who is a human dude in his 40s. He looks pretty grizzled. He's got a ponytail that's going gray at the temples, pretty hardcore. And he was once known as Sir Dwayne of the Eagle Fork. But we'll get into that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum,
Dun, dun,
bum.
dun.
All right, and Mr. Lillard. All you.
Hi, my name is Matthew Lillard. I am playing Pathfinder today for one of the very first times in my life. I am Troy of the Glass Cannon Network. Has given me permission to play Mittens McBride today. So today I'll be playing an oracle, a catfolk named Mittens McBride. And I look forward to playing with you guys. I look forward to learning the game with you and in front of you. And if how can everyone's watching on Twitch? Is that where we're at?
Correct.
Heck yes.
Good. So I'm going to get onto Twitch, and then you guys can tell me how to play and how many times I screw up.
Perfect.
All right, good.
And I am Waffles, the other half of Waffles Maple Syrup and the GM for this game. I know we have a couple of people who have never played, so I'm going to do a very quick rundown of things that are that are only Pathfinder 2e. Combat is a 3-action economy. You get 3 actions, period. There's no bonus action. There's no anything like that. Some things cost 1, some things cost 2. It flows very well. There's also an exploration mode. That's if we're not in combat, we're going to be in exploration mode. Basically, that's where you count kind of hours by a time, and you can tell me what you're going to do for like that hour of walking or something. Those are really the only 2 things that we're going to go over right now, but those are the things that are very intricate to Pathfinder 2e.
Copy that.
Woo. All right. Is everybody ready?
Totally ready.
Let's do it.
Too late to back out now.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, where are we at in Jasper's game day? Because I want to see. Sorry.
We're on twitch.tv/HearthSingerGames.
Copy that. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, your characters have come together, being hired to do a job for an elven lord in the town of Chaywood by the family name of Fadar. You've done a couple of jobs together, and maybe some of you are brand new to the group, and this one seemed like relatively easy money. There's a captive within an orc encampment up on the Tambrook Mountains, just outside of Chaywood, where they're keeping this gnome captive is what you were hired to do, and you're hired to go get the gnome from these orcs. Should be easy money, especially for a level 4 party that is so buttoned up like you guys are. The payment is promised once the captive is returned. That would be 500 gold upon return of the captive. You know the captain's name. He is Hisney Rasden Boonbell III. Gnomish name for you. And yeah, so we're just going to start with you guys heading off towards the mountains. And this is when we will go ahead and just kind of make it easy. We're going to jump into exploration mode. You're kind of at the foot of the mountains. You see literally the grass is kind of trading off into this red clay dirt type of area. And the Tambrook Mountains are known for their literal like sheer drop off at the foot. It's like you just walk into this wall. And there are paths, kind of like mazes through the Tambrook Mountains. And so as you're entering one of these maze-like paths, you can let me know what you plan to do for your exploration activity. Can be any. Just let me know, and we'll take care of the actions when we get there.
I'll say to the group, does anyone have a way to get through without dying in some horrible trap? Like a ranger-like ability? Someone who knows anything about the wilds? Or is that me? Or is that my character? That may be me.
I've ventured quite often in the woods and the mountains and things of that nature looking for game, but reminds me of a certain national park from another area in which I'm from.
Oh gosh, no. I mean, I travel a lot, but I don't really know. I just kind of go places and I see what's there. So I'm sure if we run into anything, we'll be just fine.
You are not in charge of this group. That is for certain.
That's okay.
Death follows you everywhere.
I just want to remind everyone that I've taken a vow of pacifism. I hope that's not going to be a problem for this mission.
I immediately choose to leave the group, and there ends the thing.
Can't believe we're just finding this out about you after all this time together.
How committed are you to this vow? When you say vow,
listen. Life is a journey. It's a marathon, and you can tell he's just like he's trying to keep everything under wraps. His anxiety is very high at all times. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. But like I'm sure there'll be a way to figure things out with words and diplomacy, etc., etc.
Okay. Well, I do like to talk, so we can talk a lot.
Oh my goodness, this is a horrible combination. I'll say to you, listen. I believe that there is a way through passively almost every single opportunity. But when push comes to literal shove, it is time to attack. Are we agreed?
Sure.
Thank you. You will have every opportunity to talk our way through this.
I should also point out and just let everyone know, I've forsaken all weapons and armor. I've given up that life.
Okay. All right. So you're basically a page boy. Perfect. It's exactly what I want. As I start to lick my own fur.
When Mittens first says, like, afterwards, when push comes to shove, Millie, like, unbuckles her mace and just, like, shoves it in the air, like, here. Oh, not, okay, sorry.
It's at that point Moke looks up from his mirror. He's busy repainting back his eyebrows back on again. As a small, slightly smouldering goblin, he's not really been paying much attention because he's looking in his book of alchemy. It's more pictures rather than formulas at this stage. And seems to be a little bit confused about some of the conversation about pacifism. That doesn't really understand what that is, and occasionally sniffs the page boy.
Here's the thing. I say we do this. He who kills the most things on this journey gets the most treasure, and those who do nothing get nothing. Is it agreed? For if you are to do nothing, then I shall leave you here now. I do not need you, Sir Dwayne. Sir, indeed.
I bring certain intangibles to the table.
Fear and self-loathing are not intangibles, my friend.
But if I keep you alive instead of dying, does that mean I don't get any treasure?
No, you are welcome to stay. If you do that, if you can do that, you are welcome to stay all day. But Moke, can I count on you? Who can I count on? Galavad, I can count on you. I can see. All right.
Naturally.
Why don't we put our mouthpiece in the front and let him walk away through? For if he's a die in a trap, it does not affect us in any negative way.
Wait, are you talking about me?
No, you, child. Stay near me. Stay so close. For you have the ability to heal, and you are essential to any party's survival. But you, Sir Dwayne, can take the lead and open your gaping maw whenever you see something frightful.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. All right. All right. And Dwayne agrees to take the lead. I should.
Galavad just kind of shakes his head and does a survival check and looks around.
Okay.
And to answer your question, Waffles, I think I'm perceiving.
Perfect.
I was going to say, I'm going to stick close to Mittens as was requested, and I'm going to perceive and just keep an eye around.
Okay. Moke and I can't remember Mr. Matt Lillard's character.
Mittens.
Mittens. Moke and Mittens. What would y'all like to do?
Go Mittens. No, go Mittens, please. You're a large cat. I'm terrified of cats.
Not that big, actually, but as I'm going through, I will. I'll try to. I don't know how this. Can I try to inspire? I'll start talking to Dwayne, Sir Dwayne, and try to. I'm going to try to inspire him to release some of the fear and step into his own power. You can
absolutely
do it. Brave and strong.
We'll call that a diplomacy or performance roll, whichever you wish to roll during this exploration.
Perfect. I'll roll diplomacy with a +10.
Perfect. So everyone can roll their actions that they wish to be doing during exploration. Moke, you can tell me what you want to do, and we'll get the story going.
Well, seeing Sir Dwayne is seems to be pacifist, I'll occasionally try to hand him bombs and see if that fits his pacifism.
Okay.
You can see that Dwayne is sorely tempted, but resists.
Yeah. I'll go back to chewing my rat then.
Oh my god!
I think it's a rat. Not quite sure. We picked it up earlier. I've got a bag full of them.
My first roll of perception was a lovely natty 1. Great way to start this off.
Off to a great start.
Glorious. Death shall find us imminently. I rolled a 4, so that's 14.
Okay.
I rolled an 8 for a 17 perception.
All right.
I rolled a 12 for a 19 survival.
Okay.
Someone's got to keep us alive.
That's true. All right, so we have Mittens talking up a storm while Moke is attempting to hand Dwayne some bombs. As you're all heading through these mountains, the pathway is very narrow. And you're walking with sheer walls on either side for probably about 30 minutes. There's not much to see, which is probably why all of you get a little bit complacent. Eventually the walls, like you're heading up a little bit, like 45-degree angle the whole time, and eventually the walls stop being sheer walls, and they're more of 10-foot, 15-foot platforms on either side of you. Seems that some of you, kind of looking around, Galavad with his survival check, you notice this would be the perfect spot for an ambush, Galavad. That's what you get with your survival check. The rest of you looking around, no one really sees anything out of the ordinary, though. And what I'm going to say, just for the creativeness and everything, is Mittens' exploration activity, trying to inspire people. We're going to give Dwayne a +1 to initiative.
Nice. Thank you, Waffles. You're an amazing DM. Amazing.
Thank you, Mittens, for the inspiring words.
Yes.
They'll be
of
much
course,
use
of
to me, I
course.
have no doubt.
Of course, so Dwayne. It is 100% useless to give you a +1 to anything, for you're going to do nothing. But that's all right. That's all right.
Team, I just want to advise that we might want to keep our eyes up in this section. If I were to attack us, I would do it from here.
And
I
upon
think we're
Gallivan
attacking
saying
each
that-
other as it happens. Have you not seen the conversation that's been going on with these two? It's verbal combat. They're jousting. If they had horses, I'd run because I hate horses.
I'm
Dogs.
speaking more so of an arrow to the head.
Oh,
At this point, hearing that, Millie like ducks behind Mittens.
Come.
Upon Gallivan saying that, kind of saying it's a perfect spot for an ambush, I'm going to ask everyone to go ahead and give me one more perception check, just as you all kind of stop and look around. Gallivan giving you all one more chance in the exploration here.
Glorious roll. Perception. Oh, so if I don't have perception, oh, there it is. 20, dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
22.
Nice. My hashtag not sponsored Norse Foundry dice have done me well. I got a 16.
Okay.
Dwayne rolled a 28.
Oh, wow. Eyes out. What about you, Moke?
Oh, I'm -1, 15. There we go.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right, you're all looking around and just you don't know how you hear it, Dwayne. It is so quiet and like the wind's just blowing through this small little crevasse you guys are in, and you just hear this voice kind of gets caught in the wind, and you just hear this like like a muffled voice sound. It causes all of you to look up, and as like, because Dwayne looks up first, the rest of you are like, wait, what's Dwayne looking at? And as you all kind of look up, Millie sees a rock come flying towards them. And I'm going to ask everyone to roll initiative.
I need a very important clarifying question here. ROC or ROCK?
ROCK.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Not a big old bird, a rock. So everyone give me initiative. I'm going to pull us onto the map, get some music going here.
Oh, crit.
Oh, let's go.
I also
Did
crit.
we roll initiative with perception here?
Yes, please.
Oh my goodness.
Dwayne got an 18.
Okay. I may ask for all of it in 1 second here.
Great.
Nice.
That is louder than I thought it was going to be. All right, there we go.
I made y'all initial tokens for now.
Very much.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
All right. And I am adding just the initials to the token tracker. We're going to go down the line. Matthew Capodicasa.
18.
Matthew Lillard.
20,
What you rolled plus perception?
25.
All right. Jordan.
Mine was a 31.
What?
Woo! Man,
I
you guys got some
think I did the
crazy
math right. I
rolls.
rolled a 20. I have +9 on perception, +2 for my incredible initiative.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay. Oh, yeah. Did you add your +1, Matthew?
Oh, no, it's a 19.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh.
All right. D20, Chris.
Not that this is my second time ever playing Pathfinder, but 24 according to math.
Okay, perfect. And syrup.
A very large number, 10.
Perfect. All right, just to make sure we have everything correct, you can see all these tokens on the board. If you can move them and want to move them to like a certain marching order that you think you guys were in, feel free. If you can't, let me know.
Hiding behind the cat.
That's so cool.
I see tokens. Oh no.
Yep. So you guys see this rock come flying at Millie's head. Misses them, thankfully, kind of smashes beside them, but you look up to see where it came from, and you immediately see 2 orcs on either side of you on this kind of up where what would be a perfect ambush spot. And you see in the very back, kind of at the helm of what looks to be like a V-shaped rock, is a very large ogre.
I'll say, Sir Dwayne, in the name of, out of respect for you and how you approach life, I'm going to let you decide which one you want to talk to first. Which one? Which one should we engage with in conversation? Which one should we find a mutually agreeable way to get through this moment?
I sense that you're mocking me.
I am here to support you, Sir Dwayne. I'm here to support you.
I thank you for that. Oh, geez. And you can see Dwayne is just stressing out like crazy. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, oh, he wants to hit somebody so bad.
Indeed, now is the time to stress, for we are about to die.
And as that is said, Jordan, it is your turn.
Okay. Boy, Galabad's going to run forward and take cover behind the outcropping here with the tree and the rock, and pull out his hatchet.
All right, so 1 action run up, 2 action pull out the hatchet.
Mm-hmm. And then just a quick, like, tactical look around. Do I see anyone, or is everybody under cover right now?
Give me a perception check real quick.
That's another nat 29.
Wow. Okay.
That's Norse Foundry, # not sponsored.
Very helpful nat 20 though. You can see the 2 orcs on the side kind of poking out, like trying to poke their head out, trying to get a good shot. They are like hiding behind. It would be a pretty hard shot for you. What I would say, since it's a nat 20, we had a very generous donation. With your natural 20, you very far off hear this screech, just this monstrous, very high-pitched screech coming, and it seems like it's coming from behind all of you. And you look up and you see what looks to be some kind of humanoid creature with wings, probably about 1 round away from you guys.
Oh boy.
Oh, more friends to discuss the potential outcome of this moment.
You know, I'm sure we could find some common ground if we just took a minute.
Yes. By all means, go sit Indian style and crisscross applesauce. And
I'm going to interrupt the arguing to just call out, because obviously they know we're here. Do any of you speak common? Can we talk to you guys?
Worst idea ever.
We talk if you go away.
We talk if we go away?
That's what one of them said.
If we go away.
Yeah.
I
and
don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, with that, we're going to say it is actually that orc's turn. And that orc is going to 1 action, draw a javelin. 2 action, throw a javelin. They're going to throw it at...
I put it, Sir Dwayne.
I think it is going to be Sir Dwayne.
It's just Dwayne now, all right? It's a very painful part of my life that I don't want to talk about when we're under threat, but just Dwayne.
I'm so sorry.
I was quite out of a javelin's range, but I am almost certain a natural 20 is going to hit. Hashtag sponsored by Roll20.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. All right, you take 14 piercing damage as this javelin just comes through and tears a hole out of your side. Third action, it draws another javelin, as it is Matthew Lillard's turn.
Dwayne, take cover.
I look at Dwayne, just old plain Dwayne, and I abandon this approach. I am going to grab. Everyone else hears music too, right?
Yes.
It's just not me. I'm
it
not
too loud?
stroking out. I mean, I'm
That's,
getting old. Okay.
Waffles with science
I'm
game.
grabbing. I will. My first will be a move action to go here.
Okay.
And then I will take out. I assume Waffles. Would I be traveling with weapon out? I think I would be, but I'll leave that to you.
You seemed very on edge, so I'm down to say you had a weapon out.
Thank you very much. It'll probably be my longbow because that's what I'm gifted at. So I will take 2 shots of a longbow,
Okay.
a +10 and a +5. So that's 19 for the first shot, and a +5 is a 10. Either
Okay.
hit.
The 10 misses, but the 19 will hit.
Awesome. And that is a D8. Yes, of course. Take 2 damage. Want to discuss? I do want to discuss. Please do not take that the wrong way. I'm only reciprocating.
You see the arrow just like nick his shoulder, and he's like, ah! He's like,
So
"You don't wanna
sorry.
talk?"
I do want to talk. Dwayne is the talker in the group. I'm waiting for him to step forward.
We'll talk with my javelin.
I will talk with my arrows.
Chris, it's your turn.
Right, Moke used to be in a goblin tribe, is confused by the giant cat and his antics, and really thinks he's like there's several goblins in a cat suit at this point in time. Spends a moment, shrugs, pulls the pin out of his smoke grenade, and there's a flying creature coming towards us.
Yes, it is. It's probably about a whole round out, so you get the sense like 200 feet away, kind of up in the air, almost tucked behind some of the mountain walls. But yeah, it's.
Did we all see, notice that, or was only one specific person noticing it?
I like to play it that if that person noticed it, unless they tell me they're not saying something, then everyone kind of knows. So like you would have seen a shocked face as they they looked up.
Ah,
Pointing behind us.
big, coming.
Cover! And smashes the smoke bomb 10 foot behind us. To the attempt, GM is to create a smoke screen so our brave non-fighter can hide in the smoke if he needs to. I'm literally just trying to create a billowing smoke, and then I'm not going to run heroically for cover. If there's a hole somewhere, I'll climb into it.
Okay. What's the radius of the smoke bomb?
I'm going to say 10 foot.
That sounds about right. I cannot see that color on my map.
That's because you've killed me. Fantastic. It was lovely playing with you all. I've died already. This has been amazing.
Now you guys have a square of smoke behind you, kind of covering you from this flying creature.
Yep, that's it. And at that point, pulls out a short bow and readies an action to shoot it on these next go.
Okay.
Well
Pathfinder
done, Moke.
2E, it costs 2 actions to ready an action.
Okay, yeah, that's
so. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
end
so
your
I've got a
turn.
quick action of dropping a bomb, and then just sit there with a bow ready to shoot anything that isn't an orc.
Perfect.
Or my party, obviously, because that'd be silly.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me. Dwayne.
How high up are these walls?
They're about
On the
15
side?
feet.
15 feet?
Yeah.
So do you think are they climbable? If I was in...
Yes. It wouldn't be super easy. Like they're not at like a 45-degree angle or anything, but they're definitely climbable. You see handholds there. I'll tell you, DC 15.
Okay, great. So first action, stride up to the wall. Second action, I'll roll athletics to climb the wall.
Yes.
Dwayne's just like, oh jeez, I thought we were done with this. Okay, 25 on the athletics.
Easy critical success. We'll say you can get all the way up.
Okay, and then I will then stride up to the orc and just be like, I am trying to change my life. And that is my turn.
One sentence! Waffles, you gotta give him more sentences!
That orc like looks at you as you running up to him. It's his turn, and he's like, I'll change your life. And he pulls out a melee weapon and swings at you. It is a maul.
Yes! Hug him! Hug him!
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
All right, first kind of smashes the rock that he's standing beside as he swings, and does a 16 hit you for the second attack? All right, second one, he goes to swing again, kind of hits the ground, and yeah, that's his whole turn. Pulls out the maul, swings twice, misses both times.
I'm charging at you in good faith.
I love this character. All right, sir.
I actually hate it.
Mr. Mittens, do you want me to stay with you, or should I help Dwayne? Because he seems...
Millie, always stay with Mr. Mittens. Never go anywhere else. You stay with me, and I shall protect you forever. Mr. Mittens loves you, Millie.
That's kind of weird. My aunt Minnie, she says that that's not really I'm gonna go, okay, here, and I'm gonna go like halfway between and you do see, like, as she runs up, a like her coat kind of like flutter in the, almost like something like pulling her in the direction of Dwayne instead. But she's like, no, I'm just gonna stay here, and that way I can be close to both. Okay. And it's like she's weirdly talking to herself. And would I be about within, from like this angle, 30 feet away from the orc up there?
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if they'll have cover or not, but I will just shoot a divine lance over there.
All right.
And I believe, okay, that's an attack roll. 30 feet. I've been rolling like crap. I need different dice. 3, so that's a 13.
Okay. You watch this shining bolt of energy kind of hit the rock and just disperse. Doesn't get the orc.
And that would have been lawful if it mattered.
Yep.
And that was, I think, a 2-action spell, so that's it for me.
Yep. Well, the rock is not chaotic, so it does 0 damage.
I would get
watch
you
out
later,
for those
rock.
chaotic rocks.
If I do see the big giant over in the middle, I'm just gonna wave and be like, "Don't hurt me. I'm just helping."
It is a very large ogre, but you see the ogre like staring down kind of across the battlefield as it is her turn.
Oh no.
Looking, just staring down, and she doesn't move the entire time.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Seems like she's any of you kind of watching her, it seems like she is just kind of she's watching the battlefield as a general would, kind of thing.
Okay.
Gallivad, it is your turn.
All right. Mittens, can you cover me?
Yes! What'd you say, Galahad?
Can you cover me?
Sure.
Excellent.
Absolutely. You go first, and on my round, I'll make sure I cover your back. Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to run and climb this wall here.
Okay. 1 action run. I need an athletics check for the climb.
Athletics. Should be pretty good. That is an 18.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you get all the way up there, because I hate spending multiple actions on climbing. So.
Bless you, sir.
Amazing DM.
So that's 2
the last
actions.
thing you want to do in a combat is be like, okay, I move to this wall and I climb for 4 actions straight.
I climb for the rest of the combat.
All right. And then my last action, I'm going to throw my hatchet at the orc who's trying to hide behind that rock.
Okay.
All right. That is a nat 20. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Nice.
right.
You are about to get sponsored.
Hashtag now sponsored.
The hashtag now sponsored. Yeah, so that is a 32 total to hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, the natural 20 is a nat 20. It is a hit. Is it a critical? So, give me that damage. Give me that double
right.
damage.
Give me
If you
that
didn't
double
know, in
damage.
Pathfinder 2, you also double the added damage. So,
Okay, so that is 12
Double
total
up.
slashing damage as the hatchet goes flying.
all right. You watch this hatchet just end over end, kind of as it comes down, slashes this orc across the chest. The orc does not look great.
And then the hatchet keeps spiraling and comes boomerang style back around, and Gallivad catches it.
Okay.
Wow.
Well
OP.
done, Galahad.
OP. It is that orc's turn. It kind of looks up for a second, makes a check, looks at you, and you see it like look at you for a second, and then look behind you. And it's like, we're not talking. And then he just begins to run away.
Oh.
That's his turn. Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, I see he's on his way out. I'm gonna take 3 shots. I'm gonna take 3 arrow shots at the one that Dwayne is going after.
Okay.
Okay. I just need one more
Give it to me.
D20. Where's okay. Ready? So 18, 18 and 23.
Okay. And those are with the minuses or without?
I have +10, +5, and no plus.
Okay. So yeah, they all 3 hit. So you see Mittens very quickly, and just all 3 hit, and they're also very precise, all in a nice little circle.
Oh, an 8. Oh, a 3,
Ooh.
11, and a 6. 17 damage. Are they on this one? 1 sec. 17 damage, and it's a +1 longbow.
Heck yeah.
But it just says
Do you have a
yeah,
+1
yeah.
striking rune on it?
wait, Chris, DA plus no, it's untrained trained. Yeah, it says +10, +5, +0, 1 D8. PP. What does that mean?
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Fast lasers.
Piercing.
Yeah.
Piercing
Good.
puppies.
17.
Oh no.
You're shooting piercing puppies. All right, you watch this one take 17 damage. The 3 arrows kind of lodge.
I am a cat man, so if I do see a puppy, I decide to kick it in the head. We are natural enemies,
Oh
don't you?
gosh.
Millie no longer likes you.
By the way, did Millie just see? I like
She's
brain.
surprised.
Keep discussing.
Like right over her head. All right, we got Chris D20.
Okay, so I just want to frame this. We've got the pacifist that's run towards an orc screaming, I want to, hug you or something like that. One's taken a swipe, and then Mittens just shot him 3 times.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And, something behind y'all is scaring people.
Yeah. That bit I got. No, that bit I got. Hence the smoke cloud. The other orc, is it still looking for a fight, or is it basically tactically run away very quickly?
The other orc looks like they are running away very quickly. They kind of yelled to who you assume is their boss that they don't want to be talking. You get the sense they're using the word talking for fighting for some reason.
Right. Heroically realize I'm at the back of the group and closest to the incoming flying creature. There's what appears to be a very large tree. Is there any roots to the bottom of that tree. So I'm looking for somewhere to, get the maximum cover from a flying creature that might rip my face off. Just, staying.
Yeah, there's no roots that you can like hide under at the bottom, but the roots are kind of like coming across the rock that it's on top of. So like you could use the roots to climb, almost like a ladder.
So I'm a very clever goblin. I pull out another alchemical piece and set fire to the tree, and then hide behind the tree. So literally take out a firebomb and just set fire to the tree. Smoke and fire, it's bound to work.
What could go wrong?
Definitely is.
Let's find out. I'm very excited to find out. We've got Dwayne. He'll save me.
I just want to be clear. It's the tree that I'm right next to, right?
Yes.
Yep, it is now on fire.
One that Mittens is right there.
It's above you. You're fine, Mittens. You're a cat. You've got fast reflexes. Meow.
Cats love fire.
Yeah.
Cats love fire.
Give me a perception check real quick. I'm going to ask for Syrup and Matthew Lillard.
Oh.
I love that you say my name. Oh, because there's another Matt. That's right.
I'm telling you, we need to have this discussion.
14. Meow.
14 as well.
Okay, as this tree begins to catch, you guys are close enough, kind of over the fire, the crackling that you hear this tree, like, sounds like it's probably about to break since it was dead and caught on fire very quickly. You hear like this, coming from behind the rock.
Oh, I think that's the goblin who's been we're looking for. Not the goblin.
Behind
the gnome.
Which,
The gnome. We must save the gnome.
behind the rock, like on the other side of the rock that.
His knee is not you. Mumble twice. Mumble twice. His knee is it you. It's his knee.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that.
Quick.
I'll be right there.
All right, Chris, was that the last one for you? Was that the last?
No. There's much cackling now. There's smoke and fire, and there's blood. So there's literally just cackling. So I'm just desperately trying not to dance at this point in time as he goes around. If there's a gnome on the far side, so he'll move around the tree to give himself as much cover. If there is a gnome there, he'll continue to cackle, and then point and cackle.
All right. We got a goblin setting everything on fire. Matthew Capodicasa.
Okay. Dwayne is going to say, "Violence is never the answer," and then he'll do a flurry of blows on this orc.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that explains a lot, doesn't it? You
really
a
know.
much more interesting compatriot.
You're
Okay.
behind the rock though, so none of us can actually see you hit.
Yeah. he's talking him to death.
No more violence. Okay, I think the first one is going to be a miss with a 16, and the
That is a
second
miss.
one is going to be a 21.
That is a hit.
Okay. So that is 14 points of damage, and please roll a fortitude save, I believe. Yeah, fortitude save.
Please fail the fortitude save.
Absolutely. How much damage did you say? Sorry.
14 points of damage.
All right, well, I will forego the fortitude save as this orc falls unconscious at your feet.
All right, Dwayne, after punching this guy to death, is going to say, "Oh no, not again!
I'm dead again.
Why?
Did you bore him to death? What happened?
He tripped. I didn't do it."
Completely
Sense
believable.
motive.
And then Dwayne will. So I want to get over towards this ogre.
Okay.
So I will. That was one action. I will spend another action to dwell on the fact that I have yet again broken my vow of pacifism, and then spend my third action to stride 35 feet in the direction of the ogre.
Okay, perfect. With that action of dwelling before we move, roll me a 1d100 as we had a very beautiful magic surge donated.
All right.
Ooh.
19.
All right, let me look this up here. Interesting. All right, you feel this energy beginning to well up in you. You get the sense it's going to be a very like chaotic, very powerful, bad energy. Who do you want to point it at?
I will point it at the ogre.
Okay. Let me look up what lightning bolt does here.
Nice!
Oh.
Surge indeed! Fill my paws with your surge!
It is a
I've been
120
doing a lot of
line.
self-work.
It's a 120-foot line, which does reach. I need 40-12 electricity damage.
Oh
as
my
they're going to make
God.
a reflex saving throw.
Nice!
Good
This is all your
golly.
self-loathing
Gosh.
manifest into a bolt of lightning.
And if you then
19.
kill the second one?
19 points of damage.
Okay, they failed, just a normal fail, the reflex saving throw. So you see the electricity just hit them and they like tense up for a second and shake their head and kind of shake it off. They do take all the damage.
I'm sure we have more in common than we don't.
Goodness gracious. All right, the other orc continues running away and they are gone. They're like, boss, it's not worth it. Keeps running away. It is now what was donated to us this turn.
Oh.
Oh,
This harpy
God.
fully flies down into the battlefield,
Donates a harpy.
shrieking the entire time. It looks like it gets almost fully, and it looks like it is closing in on Galavad. Almost fully there, probably about one move action away, flying up about 10 feet in the air from the ground.
Don't approve of that.
Not much. Syrup, your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. Do I need to check to notice that harpy join in the fray or
Not
it's
at all.
there?
It is screeching very loudly, letting you know it's here.
Okay. Oh gosh, that's not good. I'm gonna run around towards the other side of the rock and see if I can identify the source of the muffled sounds.
And you do. And on the ground, you see kind of this gnome in like very dirty and ragged merchant clothes, but in fine clothes from what you can see, slicked back black hair and a like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a bandana basically like tied around and into their mouth, which is why they're muffling.
Is your name Hisney? Is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Does he look hurt at all?
He looks like he's been roughed up, but like he's not. He doesn't look like he's dying or anything.
Okay. What kind of action would it be to like untie them and get them up?
Just an interact action. It's not like he's not like tied with chains or anything. It looks like rope is bound at his hand and he's on the ground basically.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that for my second action. And as I'm untying him, I'm just gonna like be looking up, to the one on the that's been watching over. We're just gonna take him home and like make sure that he's really safe. Thank you so much. This is really helpful. Thank you.
You see, it's like at this point, this ogre is like looking between its fallen comrade, the other one that ran away, and now the harpy. And it's the ogre's turn. As
I think I have one
yeah.
more action.
my bad, I'm skipping you.
No, that's perfectly fine.
You can't do it.
Fine. I'll just sit here.
What's this last action?
Can I just like look over my shoulder towards the clearly distressed Dwayne and just say, "Look, Dwayne, you're good. You're doing a really good job. You're being really nice to them. I'm really proud of you, and I'm just gonna give you guidance."
All right.
Thanks. It's really nice to hear that.
She doesn't
right.
speak for the group.
It's this large ogre's turn again. You watch as they looks like they begin moving back and then they grab a rock and just chunk it at Millie.
No.
Please roll. All right. Does a 19 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, wow. Okay. Pathfinder, high numbers. Yeah, you watch this rock just like it goes flying over the gnome that you helped up, like his head, and just smashes into the burning tree. Like a couple of embers kind of drop down right beside y'all's feet.
Ooh, watch your head.
It now looks like this ogre is beginning to very slowly retreat, like watching the battle unfold, but doesn't look like they really want to be part of it. With that, we got Galavad.
All right. I think I need to deal with this harpy.
It might be possible.
So in Galavad's left hand, he unlatchets another hatchet and then calls up to the harpy, "Come at me, beast." And then he chucks his right-handed hatchet. He said, "Oh my gosh, I'm not even kidding. This is a nat 20.
Good.
Stop!
I am not even kidding. I can't even believe this."
Can you ship Jordan to me? Because I need him for some of my other games. I don't need
The problem is, like, karma's going to come back at me, and my next roll is going to be horrible, and I'm going to die. Or the harpy's going to rip my face off. I don't know. All right, so that's...
Why not both?
Why not both?
I mean, yeah,
That's 32 to hit the harpy with the first hatchet.
for sure. It is a crit.
I also want to just kind of note that I believe Cooper, one of our players on Waffles Maple Syrup, is the donator of the harpy. So thanks, Coop.
So that's 6 and 4 on the d6, so 10 plus my modifier, 16 total damage on the first hatchet.
All right. You see it just kind of slash. I think it comes back to you.
Yeah,
And the harpy doesn't look as bad as the orc did. It looks mad.
So then as my hatchet's coming back to me, I throw the other hatchet.
Okay. Juggling boomerang hatchets.
This one's not a boomerang hatchet. Couldn't afford that.
Oh no.
But second attack, that's only an 18 to hit.
All right, you watch the harpy still flying, able to like bring its wing up, and that one misses, goes flying off.
Okay. And then that's 3 actions because I pulled a weapon.
Perfect.
Where is the harpy? I think I'm up next. Where is the harpy?
Mittens. The harpy is up to your north, kind of your northwest.
Up here. Okay. Okay. Let's. What was the penalty for holding an action?
It takes 2 actions to hold 1 action.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the best.
I'll take. Can I take 2 arrow shots and then cast?
If the spell is a 1 action spell, then yeah.
Allow me to check that, please. Stand
We just
by.
found
Oh,
out that the
sound burst.
harpy's
Does
name
anyone
is
know?
Harpy.
Anyone
What's
know if a sound burst is 1 or 2?
I will let you know. in
I
a sec.
think it's 2. Most attack spells are 2.
Yes.
Well,
two.
listen, I'm going to. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my 2 actions, and I will. So I'm gonna take my first arrow attack plus 10 is a 19.
19 misses. You watch this harpy like pull its wing up. The arrow goes flying by it. Unless it was a natural 19. and it's
No,
a
no.
29, But
No. So let me ask you a question. It's an area of effect, and then is a fort save. Okay, good. I'm gonna do it. It's 2d10 fort save. I cast a sound burst, and you hear the ringing of like a bell, but it's kind of like a cat bell, like ding, 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 you know, like little cat bells, and ding, 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 ding. But it's like ding, 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 and I cast it on the harpy. Listen, listen to this, you creature. Ding, 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 ding.
Fortitude save is 17 for me. What's your DC?
DC is a standby.
My guess is 20.
Just spell DC 20.
Hey.
Well done. Take. Oh my god. How much do I have to donate to reroll my damage? I'm a rich man. I'm gonna say I'm gonna make $100 donation right now to reroll. Is that right? If I make $100 donation and then reroll my damage, Waffles?
Heck yeah.
All right, $100. Don't I get another D10? I mean, it is a heartbeat.
Yo, how about this? $100. I'll let you reroll your damage, and I'm gonna reroll the fort save at a -5.
Ooh.
Oh, you made your
Yes.
fort safe?
No, I failed it, but in Pathfinder 2e, you can crit fail fort saves, and that would double your damage.
Let's you go ahead. Let's roll.
Okay. I rolled, my reroll is a 13, minus 5 is an 8. So I'm pretty sure that is a crit fail.
That is.
Yes.
All right, so you get your reroll damage and then double it.
14 to 28.
Ooh, okay. This hurt much more than the hatchet, as you watch this harpy like just get jarred by this cat bill that is ringing near its ears. It is not looking great. Is there anything special on sound burst? I know some sound spells, like if someone crit fails them, they're deaf or something.
The creature takes double damage and is deafened for 1 minute and stunned for 1.
Goodness, okay. Yeah, the harpy does not look good or happy, as they are deaf for a minute now.
Sing this
and
song, you
very
creature
slow.
of death and destruction.
Mittens,
the hand?
tinnitus is no joke.
That is
No,
true.
it's no joke. No, we all have to care for those that can't hear constant dinging.
All right, Chris, it is your turn. Everything's on fire.
Yeah, no, which is good. I'm quite happy with that. Seeing Mittens is tried a new form of communication. You know, almost attuning to the wild. He looks at Dwayne. He looks at Millie. He pulls another grenade, and then throws a concussion bomb at the harpy's face to see if he can drop it out of the air.
Okay,
So
Oh, it's still in the air?
throw me that bomb. Yeah, it's still flying.
Oof.
Nothing brought it down yet, so.
this is how we catch chickens at home. So that is a base of 16. So plus stuff. I'm quite good at throwing things.
No.
That is a 22.
22 is its AC exactly.
Hey! It now needs to make a fortitude save or it is stunned.
Who knew
There's
that?
another word for it in Pathfinder, but D&D. I'm very confused.
There is a stunned in Pathfinder as well.
Yes, it's dazed and confused because it's a stun bomb. So it's
Okay.
Is the fact
DC
that it's
18.
already stunned do anything to that?
Stun does stack, so.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying. So the idea, Waffles, is just after seeing what Mittens did, is like, that's an awesome idea, and then tries to just stun it and drop it from the sky to see if it falls like a falling chicken.
Okay. It does. I rolled a 14.
In that case,
Pretty sure that's a fail. All right. So in Pathfinder, basically, you have, since it's a 3-action economy, you have, if you get stunned 3, then you're not going to get to take your next turn. I would say it falls out of the sky from that. Right now it is stunned 2, so it's going to lose 2 actions. It's looking rough, but it's still able to like barely hold itself up. But you did get rid of one of its actions for the next turn.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Can I shoot it? Can I shoot it with the bow and arrow? Is that a single action or?
Yeah, that's just 1 action.
Okay. I've been inspired, Mittens. Dwayne, you no, get out. So I got a natural 20 on that one, so I'm stealing Jordan's luck at this point in time.
Man,
Nice.
I think we've had like 6 natural 20s in this one combat.
Because
this
it's a
isn't
charity
going
stream.
well. Literally, I'm going to
That's
explode
true.
in a second.
I mean, I started with a nat 20 on
that
Capodicasa, so.
is a D6, I think. And that is look at Mittens, give him the lick my eyebrow, realize that was a really bad idea, and I've just washed my eyebrow off, and that's 6 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, all of this, just this cat bell, this hatchet, the grenade that got through, and then like right when the grenade explodes, another arrow comes through, and you watch the arrow like hit its wing, and it drops to the ground, unconscious.
Millie, don't heal it. It's not our friend.
Oh, no, of course not. No, wait, it's our friend? You want me to, what?
No.
Don't
Get Dwayne to
heal.
hug it. Dwayne.
I just passed the message along. Dwayne, I think they want you to hug it. I don't know what it is. She can't see from behind the rock.
Hug it.
With that though, unless people are gonna try to chase down this ogre, I can drop us out of initiative order.
Nope.
I mean, I'm
No.
all for ogre chasing, but
I mean, I'm gonna with his knee untied. I'm just gonna kind of call out. Like, I have our friend here though. Do we want to like go? Like, do we want to run before more come?
Dwayne doesn't know any of this, and he is going to try to jump out into the chasm and charge up after the ogre,
Okay.
shouting tenets of his pacifism as he goes.
Perfect.
You
Um,
have a +1 eventually.
so I also have the quick jump. I have the quick jump feat, so I can
Okay.
do a long jump without having to take the additional stride. But you tell me how far I can get it.
Woo. Let's see. What's the rules on long jump? I always forget how long you can jump if it's
I
ridiculous.
was
or if it's
actually just
normal.
looking that up for an unrelated reason. So long jump. Sorry.
If you
Somebody-
succeeded a DC 20 check to leap 20 feet, basically. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's highly unlikely you can jump from one side to the other because that's about 30 feet, unless you think you can make a DC 30. And if you can, feel free.
I don't think I make
you-
a DC 30, but I can imagine Dwayne just kind of launching up into the air, landing on the ground, like
Heck yeah.
rolling, and then running to climb up.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I'll do the athletics check. That's a 19, so I don't make the long jump. So I don't know what happens.
Whew. All right, we're gonna say you don't take that extra stride, so you're just flexing your leg muscles, getting ready to jump, and like right as you're pushing off, you feel your leg begin to slip on a piece of like rubble that was right at the edge of the cliff. You can either decide to just tumble down and kind of you can roll a reaction to like acrobatics and try to stop the damage, but keep rolling, or you can roll a grab the edge check.
I'll roll the acrobatics to kind of roll
Okay.
out of it on the ground.
For sure.
Natural 20.
Oh,
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Probably the least graceful jump and the most graceful fall. You pop back up on your feet on the ground about like 5 feet from the cliff edge.
And then I'll run towards the ogre and start to climb as far as my movement will take me. I've got 35 feet of movement.
Sure, yeah. Give me that athletics for a climb. If it's a success, a DC 15, then you're all the way up.
19.
Easy. You're all the way up there with the ogre now. Orc is dead. Harpy is dead.
Dwayne is upset.
Dwayne's mad. At this
we
point,
see
it's Syrup's turn.
Do all this, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. At this point, it's Syrup's turn. We have the gnome, Hisney, is like up on his feet. He's like, oh, you came to save me. Did anybody send you?
yes.
Okay. Are we getting out of here? And he's chasing that guy. I think I
that's a
have a
really
lot to
good
talk
question.
about, but this tree's on fire, and he like starts to move back.
Yeah, no, that's really fair. That tree is definitely on fire, guys. The tree's on fire. What are we doing? Dwayne, Dwayne,
Here's the
we
thing.
found him.
Let Dwayne take care of the ogre. Let's take this little Hinsney. Hello, how are you? My name's Mittens.
Hi.
Well met. Here's the thing. Dwayne is on his own personal journey. I say we
Okay.
head the other way. Return you from whence you came. Who's with me? And I'll grab the bag and not let him out of the bag, throw it over my shoulder, and just put it in the bag.
Just grab him.
Okay. He's
Come
like,
with me.
but he doesn't
And I'll
resist
put
too
him over
much.
the bag and start going the opposite direction.
Oh gosh, Torin
Come
here.
Come, everyone, let's go. Leave Dwayne. He's fine. He's on his own personal journey.
Oh gosh,
Think
I
of how
can't leave
much-
my friends behind. I'm gonna step forward, knowing that at least somebody's watching over his knee. I'm gonna just kind of close the distance a touch, still like in the canyon. And I'm going to shoot another divine lance over there just to give a little bit of help.
Okay. Give me that attack roll.
So close to being a 19, but it's not. Could have been a natural 19, but instead it's a 19 total. Haha.
Okay. A 19 does hit this big body though, so you can roll me some damage. Well, what is this lawful again?
It is lawful damage, yes.
Oh, this is a chaotic creature, so it does work.
Huzzah!
For those that don't know, Pathfinder 2e Divine Lance is a cantrip. You have to state the type of damage you're doing, and it only does damage to the opposite alignment. So, like, if she hit a lawful or just a neutral creature, it does 0 damage.
If you have a deity that like is very limited on those options, it's not always very good. It's a total of 5 damage.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, just to speed us up a little bit, and I don't imagine this ogre is going to lay out anybody, is we're just gonna say that Dwayne, and with the help of this Divine Lance, is able to kind of put this ogre down, and you guys can drop out of initiative order and decide what you're doing.
Oh God! Oh no! Again.
Dwayne, are you okay? Are you okay? You didn't kill it. I killed it. You were really helpful, but you didn't hurt it.
Millie killed it. Millie killed it.
I'm halfway down the canyon from which we came. I'm like, oh, I lost you. Where were you? Oh, in God's name, I cannot believe you killed yet another creature. Your pacifism is really wrecked. I don't think
it wasn't him. I killed it. It was all me, 100%. I'm a badass, and she like flexes.
Can I do a perception check to see if the young child is telling the truth?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Should I roll against you?
I think so. I think that's gonna be a deception against.
Ooh, well.
I don't do well. I got 11.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a natty 1, but is there anything there that, like, did anybody donate for that re-roll at some point?
No, I see you lying creature. You foul.
Sure. They just
kind of friendship. I ask you, come gather around. I'll gather everyone around, and I'll put our weapons down, and I'll put his knee in the middle, and I'll reach out to hold your hands as we're in a circle, and I'll say to you, if we are to be a small traveling gang, we must do better. We must work together as a team. We must stop lying to each other. We must learn to trust one another. Seriously, though, you are a terrible pacifist.
I killed 2 people.
just starts crying.
Just today.
But
Gosh,
I will
look
say
what you
this.
did, Mittens. It's okay, Dwayne. I'm just gonna like pat you on the shoulder.
Yeah,
really
Mo's not paying any attention to Mittens at this point in time. He's eyeing up the large harpy, and he keeps whispering in Galaad's ear, Can we spit that and put it on the tree? It'll harpy. Excellent eating. Come on, give us a hand. Give us a hand. I'll give you a wing. Or a thigh. Or both thighs.
If we return this small note, I'll untie the sack. Hello there.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm Mittens. You're worth lots of gold to us. So let us return with you, and instead of eating the harpy, mayhaps Galahad, as retribution for what you've done today, maybe you buy everyone an amazing meal at the tavern.
I think I can I say something? The gnome's kind of like raising his hand.
If you must, yes.
I'm pretty sure I was set to be captured. I think I was set up by the person I work for.
Who is this?
As the GM looks it up.
It's one of the lords. I think he goes by Fadar.
Is that the guy that hired us?
Yes.
Oops.
Wait, how do you know that?
The orcs and ogres aren't very quiet. They kept saying, yeah, we got this guy from the merchants. And he like goes into the story. I was dropped off at a tree, already tied up, and then they picked me up from the tree and carried me up here. And during the last night, they were talking about all we have to do, and he's trying to like act like an ogre. All we have to do is kill whoever comes after them. That's all we have to do, and then we get paid, and they give us cattle. That'll be great.
What? Why would Lord Fadar send someone to save you then?
I
think
don't
Fadar
know.
sent us to our own demise.
That's what it sounds. He sent you
That's
too.
rude.
Do we have any history with Lord Fadar?
Not particularly. You're known around the town of Chaywood to be like some of the better adventurers, like some of the stronger people kind of thing, but that's really it.
Waffles, am I understanding you correct that that Hisney has said that whoever comes to save Hisney is who they were going to get paid to kill?
Yes,
So basically
that's
us.
what it seems like. Yeah. That's basically his like. We'll say the conversation goes for about 30 minutes, and it comes out that Hisney was taken from his home, put at a tree already tied up. The ogres and orcs then picked him up like he was a package, brought him here, and staged an ambush for whoever was coming to save him.
Well, do you guys think that maybe they wanted us out of the town so that he could do something in the town? Do you think the town's safe?
No, I think he's trying to bring us to our demise. It really does not bode well for our reward, I'll tell you that.
I think there's maybe he was trying to get me out of town. I know he's supposed to have a party tonight.
What do you
Let's go
know
crash the
about
party.
Lord Fadar?
Not a lot. I bring food for him, and he eats a lot. He has a lot of parties. A lot of nobles go to his big mansion in Chaywood. Yeah, not a whole lot. I had an invitation to the party, and now I can't go.
Do you want to go?
Not now. Why would I want to go?
Okay, no, that's fair.
I just have to say, I don't feel very good about the fact that we were sent to our deaths all for a party.
I don't know what's going on at that party, but I'm kind of curious. I think we should crash the party.
I mean, is there a reason Lord Fadar would not want to invite you? Do you smell? Are you that guy at the party that like stays too late or eats all of the cheese? Or be honest now.
You seem like bring his clothes up. I mean, I
And
smell
confirm
like
you do indeed smell, yes.
I just smell like everyone else. They've been rolling me around in the dirt. I mean, no, I don't think so.
You smell worse, actually.
I have a lot of connections to a lot of nobles. That's all I know. I'm one of the merchants that kind of runs between a bunch of the noble houses.
Well,
It is a party that has a lot of nobles at it.
Do you know if anybody in particular was invited that you know?
Yeah, I know most of them.
Oh, okay. Well, do you know anything helpful?
Yeah. There must be a reason why they wanted you out, but what would that be? May I ask, Hisney, are you there? Do you ever provide protection? Do you provide anything for this party? Or were you just going as a guest?
I was just gonna be a guest. I was gonna go eat and talk to a lot of the nobles.
Maybe somebody was invited that you knew they wouldn't be invited? They shouldn't be there?
Maybe.
Either way,
Well, here's
we
what
should
I
make
think.
our way back to the village.
Yeah, because he thinks we're dead, and so they're not going to expect us to come back. So I think we should come back as soon as possible.
Well, why don't we do this? I go ahead. What were we gonna say?
No, you go.
No, Matt. Well, no, I literally was gonna say maybe we end up. We'll start to make our way back. Waffles will start to be like double our way back. I do want to say I feel like I'll scout ahead just to make sure that we're not attacked, and my passive action will be searching.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to
before we
grab
go,
a passive action?
But maybe we show up in the middle of the party, drop his knee in the middle of the party, and demand that we get paid, or so that it becomes a whole hullabaloo, and that way maybe we can get the money out of them.
You see Hisney kind of backing up. I don't want to go to the party.
Well,
Hisney, it's always good to get back on the horse. Just because that last party was awkward doesn't mean you won't enjoy this one. It's good to put yourself out there. Change your life.
DM,
You didn't
just
really
a quick
look like you
question.
wanted to kill people.
Get
God. Oh, God.
DM, a question.
Yes.
In this world, goblins and gnomes, are they the same height, or is there a difference
Yes.
in height?
They're close. They're both between like 3 and 4 feet.
Right. At this point, Moke would raise an eyebrow, but he wiped it off earlier. It's, I am a master of disguise. I go as you. And then I'll hand him a bit of harpy. What do you think about that?
He like looks at it. I mean, if you want to go with me, I don't care.
I've always liked parties, and I've got these friends. Well, Dwayne, I'm not sure likes mittens, but oh wait, they can hear me, can't they? We'll go
Billy's
at
nodding.
you, for you, with you, but without you. Does that make sense? Just say yes.
I think that's a genius plan. I think we'll drop you off somewhere safe in town, super secret. No one will know that you're alive, and you stay hidden. And then we'll go to the party, and Mook will be you.
There's no time. Throw him in the sack.
No, don't throw me in the sack. Look, I got all the, look, if you let me go to the town safe, I'll give you this. And he like holds out this really small sack and like jingles it, and it sounds like metal and wood kind of hitting on each other.
One problem. I need all your clothes now.
Nude
Get
up.
dressed.
Please,
Undressed.
nude up.
You wear the sack.
Can I have your clothes back?
No, I'm a goblin.
Ah.
We don't give it any away.
He like looks between all of you and gets to sense that he doesn't really have a choice. He's like,
I turn around to allow him his privacy.
Of course. Yeah, we all turn around. And
I
allow
cut
him.
holes in the sack that he was in so he could kind of like wear it, stick his arms in it.
Okay.
Moke is just looking, literally wide-eyed, just looking at him.
Moke, do not eat the gnome. No, Moke. No.
I'm gonna go up here, and you watch him like he goes up behind the rock where one of the orcs are, and he takes the sack with him just in case he needs it. But then he comes out in these like really ridiculously long clothes, as you think he got like some of the orcs like undergarment, like light clothes, and comes back out with everything dragging around.
That's perfect.
Here's the clothes. They're dirty, but here.
I just start licking them clean. It's fun.
Oh, I attack Moke for being disgusting. All right, and we'll make our way back to town.
Okay. With that, you guys do have a bag of loot that we'll take care of. We're about to take a quick break.
Bio break. Nice.
I think Anne looks like she'll maybe have a giveaway set up for us during the break. As a reminder, since we are breaking the action, I didn't really get to call it out. We had a reroll for the first nat 1. That would have been Syrup, so I'm going to give her the reroll. She can just use it later whenever she needs to, since she did roll that nat 1 on the deception check. And then later, we have 2 wild magic surges, 1 for Matthew Lillard and 1 for D20. Just keep me honest on all of this, because there's a lot going on.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break here, get some drinks, make sure we're ready for the party that these people
I'm
are
gonna put on
about
a
to
tuxedo.
go to.
Welcome to Jasper's Game Week on Hearthsinger Games. I'm your host, Anne Richmond, aka Hearthsinger, the head bard in charge round these parts, and my Twitch and YouTube channels provide weekly TTRPG content with advice, news, and actual plays. You might also know me from the Lost Mountain Saga podcast, my work with the Glass Cannon Network, or the Starfound podcast. May 8th through 10th, I'm partnering with Paizo and awesome folks from all around the tabletop RPG community to bring you 4 incredible Pathfinder and Starfinder stories each day from noon to 1:30 a.m. Eastern, all in support of an amazing cause. Jasper's Game Day is a 501c3 charity that supports suicide prevention and awareness efforts. And their goal is to invest your donations in services that work to prevent suicide before it happens, rather than simply responding to the devastating aftermath. In the past, they have mobilized donations to support the American Association of Suicidology. They've rescued a teen suicide hotline that was going to have to shut its doors. They've donated to Lighthouse for Veterans and a crisis center with a focus on assisting minorities and girls at risk in the DC area. And starting now, we'll be raising donations for Jasper's Game Day at the address on the screen, right here, until May 11th. So please give generously if you're able to and help to spread the word. Here on my channel, I will be hosting some amazing storytellers for 3 days straight. You'll enjoy killer combos of all of your favorite players and game masters from actual play podcast and Twitch streams, joined by our auction seat winners who have already supported Jasper's Game Day with thousands of dollars in donations just for the opportunity to join the fray. You'll even find me running and playing a few games myself. So make sure to give me a follow on Twitch to support content like this being made in the future. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can explore the VODs for any games you might have missed during the event. You guys didn't think I was going to send you on a quest without offering you some fat loot in return. Why am I becoming a Skeksis? I've been working my little butt off to make sure that there will be plenty of chances for you out there watching to win giveaways during every show. There will be beginner box giveaways for Starfinder and Pathfinder from Paizo to help you tell your own stories at home. There will be STL vouchers from my friends over at Eldritch Foundry to help you bring your own characters to life as stunning customized miniatures, and Acquisitions Incorporated currency tokens from the awesome folks over at Penny Arcade. So tune in for your chance to win and spread the word. So thank you for joining us for this important and joyful celebration of the good we can do when we play together. Now get out there and live your quest life. Bye! What's up, baby bards? I'm Anne Richmond, aka Hearthsinger, the head bard in charge around these here parts, and you've made it. You've made it here to Hearthsinger Games. Here on this channel, I make tabletop RPG-focused videos and product reviews. I give my tips for running and playing games like Dungeons & Dragons and Starfinder, and of course, I tell a few stories from my own adventures at the table. Like You've Been Crying a Lot is definitely the look for Strahd. And if you stick around long enough, you might hear me burst into song. And don't you dare look away, 'cause I need you to know I'm gonna go bag that Arc Fae. At last can rest his weary bones. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give? Make that you will hear me burst into song. You might also recognize me from over on Twitch, where I embrace the spirit of adventure. Okay. You know who's not gonna go first? The wizard. Oh God! Terror. The little like things sticking. Oh my God! There's this lucid right there. Oh God! Oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Oh God! This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
And aren't you supposed to like?
You know what?
And shit.
Okay, put your little mouth away. Put your little mouth away! Let the existential dread creep in. What can I say? I'm a girl who wants to decorate her fake world because she has nothing else to live for. Did I say that out loud?
Away we go.
And roll some dice in some tabletop RPG actual plays.
Do you want to be defined as just identifying things all the time?
No.
How's it feel? How's it feel?
Bad. You make me feel bad. I feel bad.
I also, like, Stars.
Me too, says Amaruk, and she comes over and like this big wolf just shrinks down into the little like hunchy thing, like how we used to talk to kids at Ren Fair when we get down with them. He's like, me too, and it's just the biggest anime grin and sparkle eyes ever. What kind of stars do you like?
Spark twirls the ends of its whiskers.
Yeah.
All of them.
Me too. Oh my god! All in all, I spend my whole life trying to make a boatload of riveting content for you out there, the baby bards. So if any of that sounds up your alley, subscribe to my channel for weekly videos and new adventures beyond every horizon. Welcome to Hearthsinger Games, where I live my quest life. Welcome to Jasper's Game Week on Hearthsinger Games. I'm your host, Anne Richmond, aka Hearthsinger, the head bard in charge round these parts, and my Twitch and YouTube channels provide weekly TTRPG content with advice, news, and actual plays. You might also know me from the Lost Mountain Saga podcast, my work with the Glass Cannon Network, or the Starfound podcast. May 8th through 10th, I'm partnering with Paizo and awesome folks from all around the tabletop RPG community to bring you 4 incredible Pathfinder and Starfinder stories each day from noon to 1:30 a.m. Eastern, all in support of an amazing cause. Jasper's Game Day is a 501c3 charity that supports suicide prevention and awareness efforts. And their goal is to invest your donations in services that work to prevent suicide before it happens, rather than simply responding to the devastating aftermath. In the past, they have mobilized donations to support the American Association of Suicidology. They've rescued a teen suicide hotline that was going to have to shut its doors. They've donated to Lighthouse for Veterans and a crisis center with a focus on assisting minorities and girls at risk in the DC area. And starting now, we'll be raising donations for Jasper's Game Day at the address on the screen, right here, until May 11th. So please give generously if you're able to and help to spread the word. Here on my channel, I will be hosting some amazing storytellers for 3 days straight. You'll enjoy killer combos of all of your favorite players and game masters from actual play podcast and Twitch streams, joined by our auction seat winners who have already supported Jasper's Game Day with thousands of dollars in donations just for the opportunity to join the fray. You'll even find me running and playing a few games myself. So make sure to give me a follow on Twitch to support content like this being made in the future. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can explore the VODs for any games you might have missed during the event. You guys didn't think I was going to send you on a quest without offering you some fat loot in return. Why am I becoming a Skeksis? I've been working my little butt off to make sure that there will be plenty of chances for you out there watching to win giveaways during every show. There will be beginner box giveaways for Starfinder and Pathfinder from Paizo to help you tell your own stories at home. There will be STL vouchers from my friends over at Eldritch Foundry to help you bring your own characters to life as stunning customized miniatures, and Acquisitions Incorporated currency tokens from the awesome folks over at Penny Arcade. So tune in for your chance to win and spread the word. So thank you for joining us for this important and joyful celebration of the good we can do when we play together. Now get out there and live your quest life. Bye!
Hello, we are back. I think we got the giveaway going while we were gone, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it over to Mr. Matthew Lillard. He has something.
Hey,
to say
hi
to
guys.
everybody.
Thank you so much, Waffles. You guys, thank you. I love playing this game. I'm having a blast playing Mr. Mittens. I just wanted to point out real quick that I was lucky enough to meet Fenway, who started Jasper's Game Day in the name of her friend who passed away and other of her friends that passed away with the horrible scourge of suicide. And suicide has touched me and my family personally in a really deep and profound way. And when I met Fenway, I was moved by her power. She's this young woman who's like trying to change the world single-handedly. And I met her 3 years ago, and here we are at this incredible journey of like all these games and what she's doing and the power of what she's doing. And so when we met, we had Beatles and Grimm's is the company that I started with 4 of my best friends. We started playing, we all played when we were kids. We started playing again when we were 21. I'm 51 and we still play together as a group. And we started a company based out of this midlife crisis. And one of the things that we're continually interested in doing is supporting and growing with this community. And when we met Fenway, we were all moved by her power and what she's trying to do and how she is effectively changing the world. So what we did, instead of donating to her financially, we created a pin and we made 1,000 pins, and the proceeds of all the pins sold will go directly to Fenway and supporting Jasper's Game Day. So it's a $20,000 donation. So we have these pins available. I think they just dropped the link in the chat. So listen, there, if you get a chance, if you go to Beetle and Grimm's, you can find a beautiful pin. We're really proud of them. We sort of believe that, can we create something that you can wear every day? If you wear on your suit lapel, you can wear on your jacket, you can wear on your backpack, whatever. That's what we try to do. So if you go, you check out the pin, and just know that every one of those sold will go to supporting this incredible cause and this incredibly sorry. This amazing young woman who's trying to change the world. So sorry. I don't know why I just got emotional. Anyways, and if you're out there struggling and trying to survive, just know it gets better. You are loved.
Yeah, we've all.
I wish I had done that at the end of the game.
Oh, you are completely fine. I think we all feel you. We've all. The likelihood that somebody has been touched by suicide is high, very unfortunately. So we all feel you and we can be there with you.
Right on. Sorry, thank you. Okay, let's kill things in the game. All right.
We have to go to a party. Get your party face on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party time.
I dress up.
All right, you guys are. We'll get back into it here. You guys are heading back to town. Is there anything that you are going to do? I will say, so you guys kind of walk back out of the mountains. You're on the path kind of into Chaywood, which is a relatively small town, but you always, like, everyone has known of the one mansion in the entire town that is Lord Fadar's. You can see that the mansion is, even from a distance, like coming down the mountain, that the mansion is bustling. Like, there is quite a few people there. You can see them moving around from inside to outside, all that kind of stuff. Is there anything that you guys are planning to do? Like, what's the overall goal here? Talk amongst yourselves in character and kind of figure it out.
I think that we need to be very careful about being seen coming out from the mountains. I don't know if anybody's going to be looking out and noticing us. So maybe we should kind of maybe separate from Hisney, and like Hisney, you kind of come up after us and just go hide in your home or something like that.
I actually know a really good game trail just over here that we can circumvent the main road.
Actually, yeah, could we like follow his survival to like find a different path?
Are you an expert in survival?
I am not.
Okay. So you can't follow the expert, but he can kind of lead the path there, and then everyone else can do something else.
I am but a lowly trainee.
I am only trained.
Yeah, I think I'll say, what is our intention? I think our intention is to wait until the middle of the event itself before we make our entrance. And when we make our entrance, I think we should make it big and bold and brash.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that.
Right?
I don't really know what's going on at the party, though.
What do we want to do? We want to force a hand. Wow, what is our intention?
I mean, we can go in there and be like, "Hey, you tried to kill us," and see what he says.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll jump in here. Is this you guys like just want to know why he tried to kill you? Why, like, what's really going on with the party? What an overall plan is? Like, maybe y'all want to sneak in the party. Maybe y'all just want to bash down the doors and go fireballs blazing.
I mean, I think we could just go. Well, is it invitation only?
Hisney said he had an invitation.
He had one. We have it now.
Yeah, basically, y'all have his invitation. So
is there anything on it? Like, do we think that we can all go under his invitation? Let's just all just come streaming into the party.
I mean, probably. Like, everyone, give me a society check.
Yeah.
I keep
Waffles,
they have rolls for
I am not
That's
trained
a
in that.
natty 20 for a 20.
Nice.
There we go.
6.
Goodness gracious. All right, we just got a reroll for Matthew Capodicasa too. So remember that whenever you want to use it.
I'm not going to use it on the society roll.
No,
That's okay.
You do not have to. What I would tell you, Millie, is kind of around the farm, I guess. Like you've been, whether it was for trading or whatever, you kind of know how nobles do things. And if somebody has an invitation and vouches for other people, unless you're trying to bring in like 40 people, they're going to allow you in.
Okay, we'll be your +4.
Yeah, you can be my entourage.
There we go.
And,
yeah,
and Dwayne, you can be, I don't know, the water boy. Is that a thing? You know, what do we do? What do we do with you, Dwayne? Because you're going to talk to people. We need you to be. You could be a monk. You could be my monk who says nothing, who just hugs people.
I actually am a monk. It's funny you should mention that.
No.
Well, no, it's good to talk about these things. Well,
no, it's not. No. Seriously, it's not. Let's never have another conversation if we can. You can be mute. You can be a mute monk who signs.
I can tell you all the tenets of my order. if you want to really,
Let's walk and talk. Let's walk.
In the middle of the party, are we going to? Here's the thing: are we surreptitiously going to try to extract information and our money, or are we going to blow this mother up?
I guess the question is, or sorry, go ahead, Moke.
No, Dwayne. I think your input's been really useful so far. I mean, those orcs were, superb. Please continue.
I didn't mean to do it. Oh God.
I just go back to soothing you. It's okay.
No. My point is, we don't know if our enemy is Lord Fadar, or if Lord Fadar was out to kill us or out to kill Hisney. So,
well, he had
if we can
orders.
infiltrate the party, maybe we can figure out what's going on.
I think we definitely need to infiltrate the party to see what's going on. But Hisney said that the orcs had orders to kill whoever was sent after them. So they specifically had orders to kill us.
Yeah. So Millie has hit on the point. He wanted to kill us. He did want to have a long conversation.
We show up with an invitation, and then he can't turn us away.
I mean, were we his first choice? That's my point. This is just I think what Dwayne's trying to get at is like, is it that he specifically was like, this party needs to die, or it was like he just wanted to get some of the muscle out of town, right?
Yeah, for sure. As a little background to it too, y'all never like met Lord Fadar to accept this. It was kind of like an offering on a job board type thing. Oh. And so it like, you're hired by Lord Fadar. It's Lord Fadar's money, but like he hasn't even seen any of your faces.
Oh, then that is kind of weird.
Sorry, I should have cleared that up early.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think that changes everything. I do think that we have to go in surreptitiously and sort of suss out, because it sounds like they were trying to muscle out to, because I don't think there's no reason for any of us to be hated by Lord Fadar or Lord whatever his name is. So that means that maybe he's trying to do something here, that he's trying to set up an attack of some kind. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe he's trying to get us out of the city so that they can do something nefarious.
Or it could have been like a diplomatic move, like, oh, look, I'm sending help to go save our favorite merchant, kind of a deal, and just wanted us out of the picture. Like, we need to go figure out what's going on. That's really what we need to figure out.
One other possible theory.
Yes,
we can. Yes. Hopefully with nobody in it. I have no objection to property destruction, so long as no one gets hurt.
But like the orcs again, I'm just going to refer back to the ones you've killed and the
I'm going to just start like pushing Moke forward, just away.
I have views.
What is your other?
Well, I mean, maybe this is totally cliche, but maybe he's gathering all of the nobles to participate in some sort of occult ritual in which they're going to summon a demonic cat horde to come in and infest the town to deal with their mouse infestation. Of course, then you have a demonic cat horde problem you have to deal with, but maybe they're a little short-sighted as far as nobles go.
Okay. Well, that's a very plausible theory. I'm just going to push you along now. Let's go.
I have views too.
And just as a quick reminder, I know we went on a break super quick, but you guys do have a bag of clingies that were given to you.
Oh, yes. How much is in it?
There are 4 weird-looking talismans in there.
Oh, there is a cult. It is a cult. It is definitely a cult.
I will share them with you so you guys can see what they do. But basically, there's a beak of some sort, what looks to be a green scale, what looks to be like this odd key, and then a little onyx dog. And I'll share these so you can see all of them.
And I will clarify for familiarity purposes that talismans in Pathfinder 2e are just like one-use items, right? Basically.
Yep.
I used to have a dog.
Sneaky key.
Ooh.
Where'd my Onyx dog go?
It's gone forever. I dropped it on
my
the
dog's
path
name was
outside.
Onyx. He was a black lab. I loved him.
Oh.
He was eaten by a bear.
Rip.
You seem to have really, adjusted well to the loss.
I've lost more than you could possibly know. I have a troubled past. Troubled.
All right. Do we need to change clothes, by the way? To like, am I okay like this?
I'm in my wilderness
Yeah.
scrubs.
Yeah.
Well, before we do that, why don't we divvy up the wondrous tokens?
Well, there's 5 of us, so do we have to kill one? Because there's only 4, right?
For the purposes of this, I do have quick identification, so I can quickly kind of go through them and actually identify them and tell everybody what they do and hand them out accordingly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Easy enough.
I
Can
don't
you-
like dogs.
Can you just talk us through real quick what they do, Millie?
Yes. So first of all, is anybody an expert in thievery? Let's start there on your character sheet. Okay, Moke is. So this is probably going to Moke. This is a sneaky key talisman. So this small silver skeleton key can be pinned to your armor or a sleeve, and then I think it's a action to invoke it for the next minute. If the outcome of any of your attempts to pick a lock is a critical failure, it's a regular failure instead. That's nice. Let's see what the other requirements are. The Onyx Dog is 2 actions to command. It's an interact action. You activate the statue, you place it on the ground, and you say its name, and then it transforms into a living creature. In creature form, it has the minion trait. It can obey and understand your language to the best of its ability, and when it dies, it reverts back to a statue. So that's cool. And this one's a guard dog, +4 bonus to survival checks to track. This might be in honor of you, Galavad, for your old friend.
Onyx has returned to me.
The
In
third one,
mini statuette form.
You can just start petting it. The Bloodseeker Beak Talisman, also no requirements. It's a free action to envision. You hit a flat, the trigger is when you hit a flat-footed creature with the weapon that you attach this to. And then you deal an extra 1d4 precision damage. And if you deal sneak attack, you also deal 1d4 persistent bleed. Interesting.
Why don't you take that, Millie?
Okay. So I have this mace, but sometimes I hit from far away, so maybe Dwayne, you hit with your fists. Can you add that? Can you put this in your fist?
Henceforth, I shall hit no one.
For the property damage.
Oh, all right. Sure. Great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And is anybody an expert in athletics?
I am
An
actually.
expert in everything.
Okay. If you are, are you Mittens?
I'm not. I don't know if I have. I'm not an expert. Give it to someone else, please. I insist.
This one, the requirements, you're an expert. It's an action to envision it, and then the shimmering green scale. When you activate it, you have 1 minute of a swim speed, equal to half your land speed.
I'll take that one. I'll give back the other one.
Okay.
This one.
Do you want this one, Mittens? Do you want the
No,
extra...
you take it, child. You take it. I want something far more powerful, so I will give it to you easy. Now is the moment to be generous, for as you it's important that you are gifted these magical items. And when we find something more powerful, just remember I've got nothing in this adventure yet.
And Mittens, I'm really sorry for lying before. Okay, and she's gonna keep walking.
Don't do it again, child. All right, good. And then we'll change and we'll make our way in. Are we going to stay together? I think that's probably best.
You're my +4. Remember?
Yeah, we have to.
Yes, you come with me. I've got I don't know. My face is my password. I don't know what's going on.
And you've already taken the time to disguise yourself, right, Moke?
Yeah, I draw my eyebrows back on and I look like the gnome.
Do you have magical abilities to
Literally, I've got a lot of mud and sticks and the disguise ability.
This is the worst idea ever. We're walking in with basically a dog in a costume.
Yep.
What could go wrong?
It's gonna be great.
Seems perfect.
Yeah. Dwayne's very positive. I think I'll use his energy or eat him afterwards. It's going to be something like that. I mean, help him afterwards.
Did you say you're gonna eat me?
No. Only human meat after it's cooked. Anyway, moving on.
I feel uncomfortable
All
now.
I don't know if I can. What role would it be to like help him in his disguise?
I'm very good at this.
Deception.
Do I have to be trained to help if I have the helping feat? I'll double check it.
I don't think so, but it's reminder Pathfinder 2e is very hard to help. It's DC 20. If you roll under 10, you fail and hurt him, actually. So
Gotcha.
Get back.
not like physically hurt him, but you make his disguise worse.
Okay. Well, I won't.
Okay. All right, we ready to go to the party?
We're ready.
Yes.
Okay. You all come to what you know as Lord Fadar's Manor. From the outside, it is the only building within view for quite a while. Looking around, you see the sun beginning to set, casting long shadows off the large stone 2-story manor. As I will pull you all to the map.
Dun, dun, dun.
You watch as the dirt path turns into a well-laid cobblestone path about halfway down, surrounded by plants and trees, which leads to a porch-type area and the front door. In the front door, you see what you know as... Actually, I'm not going to say what you know.
No.
On the front door, you see these 2 humanoid figures just kind of standing almost lifeless, kind of on either side of the double stone door. Everyone give me an Arcana check, if you're trained.
Nope. I will, however, lean towards Dwayne and be like, your cult theory is gaining more traction.
Listen, if you've been to as many towns with mice infestations as I have, you'll know. You'll do anything to get rid of that.
I don't know about the cat part, but...
No, I have a really strong feeling about the cat part.
Okay.
It's those cockroach swarms you have to watch out for.
Waffles, that was a 12 with Arcana.
Okay. You can tell that these 2 humanoid figures are some kind of summon or something along that line, but you're not really sure. They're under the affliction of magic. That's all you know.
Okay. I look at the party and then tell Millie that, because the rest of them just will probably try and kill it or hug them. It's very confusing.
Do they have red eyes?
They do.
No, that's not terrifying at all.
Ah,
What's wrong with red eyes?
Is that blood on there?
Not in real life. Only on Paizo's token.
Okay, right. Stay with me. Don't say anything. Don't touch anything. Yeah.
This is not what, but maybe we've been just double crossed. Is it possible that our Hisney has like double crossed us? Meaning he's sending us. It doesn't matter. We're on our way in now.
is there?
He's sending us to our death.
Well, I guess I should ask: Are we committed to walking through the door, or is it worth like checking out the windows to see if we can get in some other way or something like that?
I feel like we've already made that approach and we've seen the 2 horrible creatures.
And they've seen us. All right, fair enough.
Yep.
Okay. So what happens? You guys just walk up.
Yeah. Hello. I'm here for a party. This is my entourage. Let me in.
You watch both of their heads just like cock to you immediately, and then one of them drops their hand out like it's asking for something.
I hand it my Christmas pass. Did he give us a pass? I give him a high five, a low five.
You guys do. You break its arm off. No, I'm just kidding. You guys do have an invitation on you.
All right. I flourish the invitation, and then gently kind of stroke his palm with it. What happens?
Its thumb comes down really hard like a rat trap, You see, like, grab the invitation from you, and then out of its eyes, you watch this, like, almost kind of like reddish arcane light scan over the invitation.
Oh.
Cool.
And then you watch both of them reach their arms out simultaneously and push the door open.
Ooh.
Feel out of my
This
depth.
is...
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a little nervous.
I'm going to take a second to reveal the whole map so I don't have to fight with dynamic lighting the whole time.
So this seems fine. I love parties.
There you go. The left is downstairs, the right is upstairs. Obviously, you only know what you know.
Just before we walk into our impending doom, do we get a sense that there are a lot of carriages or a lot of horses, or there's a lot of activity, or this is a house at the end of a very dark street with death, murder written about it?
There's actually quite a lot of, like, there's not a lot of carriages, but you see a lot of tracks where carriages have been. And like when you guys were coming down the mountain, I said, like, this place looked pretty bustling. It looked like it was like quite hopping. There are a lot of quite a many nobles like walking around the premise.
Okay, so remember, put on a posh accent. Rich people like posh accent. Use words and stop halfway through conversations and walk off during discussions if you get confused with what they're doing.
Yes.
Trust me,
Absolutely.
I've been to these things before.
And
Lots of liquid use. Absolutely.
As the front doors are pushed open, you're hit with an almost immediate sensory overload. Fresh meats, mead, and warmth fills the air, as thickly as the voices from the guests and singing and laughter. And as if not wanting to give you time to recover from the shock of a well-presented and fun party, 2 elves step up, a male with dark skin, hair, and dark hair from your right, and a female with light skin and brown hair from the left. The male says, "Well, hello, and welcome to my party. Please enjoy yourself, and if you need anything, do not hesitate to ask myself or Amira," as he points to the female elf.
As Moke steps across the threshold, grinning at the things, he goes, "Well, thank you." And a wild magic surge goes off because myself and Mr. Lillard have one as well. So my one was 33, just as I stepped through the doorway and grin at the elves.
Goodness, okay.
Did you intentionally magic surge?
Yep.
Hey, why not? It's a party.
I'm ready. You said a 33.
33. 3 of the 3s.
Okay. This one's it's quite funny. What's your disguise?
I'm a gnome. How dare you?
Well, like what's it made of? Like what's your disguise made of?
What's my disguise made of? I'm an organic kind of goblin, so whatever was around. Bits of flesh.
Okay, so like mud, paint, flesh, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay. So your wild magic surge of a 33, you watch this for whatever reason. It catches you like right outside on the porch and then follows you in for like 2 steps. But you watch this cloud appear above your head and just for 6 seconds, the whole round, just rain and water falls over you and washes away your disguise.
I had that eventuality prepared.
Throws it up.
Taking a line from Mocha. Odd weather we're having here.
You see the dark elf kind of like look past you, like, is it raining outside? And then looks at you and just.
I'll say where we come from, and I'll use my diplomacy. It is uncouth for us to enter into any abode and not clean ourselves physically and in spirituality. It prepares our vessels for an incredible evening, as we are all now ready to receive the joyous friendship. I'll make a scene of this because now our gnome is like.
I'm gonna join in. I'm gonna like step forward and just like shake his hand and start talking like with you, like, yeah, absolutely, hi, nice to meet you, and just kind of like totally aid you in that diplomacy.
This is our tradition. Tradition.
You see eventually he begins lifting his hands up like to.
And I'll try to use my diplomacy check to get us out of this wild magic surge.
Okay.
Ooh, 19.
Nice.
All right.
I rolled a 29 to aid. But because I am a very cooperative nature human, I have a +4 circumstance to that, so add 4 more. I think that's a critical.
That is a critical success. So you get a +4 to your roll total, Mittens.
Nice.
That bumps you
While
up
the
to...
shenanigans is going on, DM, if it's okay, Moke will take this opportunity to find a fairly low table. I've got like +11 stealth. I'd like to sneak under the table, reapply my wet disguise as a slightly melted gnome, and then step back at the table as if this is completely normal.
Okay. What's your diplomacy roll total, Mittens?
23.
Okay. You watch. He's like still a little taken aback by this water, but the diplomacy definitely catches him, 1, completely off guard, and 2, gets him looking away from the goblin. And he's like, well, what a tradition. Thank you for sharing with us. I'm so glad to have you here. And about that time, Moke pops back up with the disguise.
Nice.
Hello. Thank you for honoring our traditions. Dwayne will dance the song of welcome.
Start pulling you aside and be like, "We're gonna go enjoy the party now."
You see him give like a weird look too, and almost like, "Do I know you?" look. But judging by what you told me your disguise is made of, he can't recognize you as what the gnome actually looks like.
It's such a bad disguise. It
doesn't even look like what the gnome's supposed to look like, so he can't recognize him.
Perfect.
Okay.
Is there any like gazing around this party? Is there anything that looks interesting or out of the ordinary?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
13.
Yeah, you're gazing around at the just initial walk in. You do see a door that is open to a very large statue of the outside. It looks like a very large statue of like an elven woman.
Oh.
Interesting. It just looks like he kind of built his house around that.
So
besides that, you see in the back's kind of where the food is, and then a little staging area to the right. And then you get the sense there's an upstairs because you see the staircase to the left. It looks like people have just started arriving and the party's just beginning.
Can I see this statue as well? Or do you want me to roll, and can I try to identify it?
No, yeah, you can see it for sure. You can attempt to identify it. Give me a religion check.
Oh, I can do that. 12 plus 8, so that is dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking it over. It's definitely an elven female. It's really hard to tell with a statue, but you could tell you think it's some kind of drow. You're not sure, but it's definitely some kind of drow, and just how it's made, it's definitely a reference to like a goddess. It's not like their grandmother or anything.
Okay. I'm also going to totally sidetrack and say that I love this map, and I happen to know that Waffles has made all these maps himself on Incarnate, so I just wanted to give him a shout out.
Well done.
Thank you.
I especially like the attention paid to the food staging areas. As someone who worked a great deal of catering, I appreciate that attention to detail.
Thank you.
Excellent.
So how many people in the room at the moment, DM? How many? Because we come in as a group of 5. So we've walked.
You're coming in as a group of 5. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 like of the what you can register as important people, and then you see another like 10 just normal civilians, not even on the map, just kind of moseying around.
And is there any action happening? You mentioned there's like a staging area. Is anything occurring on that stage right now, or is it still like in preparation?
You do see one, what is he? I'm pretty sure. Sorry. Yeah, you see one dark-skinned human that's up there. He is like, you get the sense he's probably drunk, which is hard, considering you get the sense this party probably started about an hour ago. And he's like stumbling around, both making a fool of himself and providing ample entertainment to the one elven female that is sitting there.
And
should I act like
downstairs?
Should I act like him? Is that my job? I'm not good in these situations.
Stand there looking threatening and make sure Dwayne doesn't get us into any problems. If he starts talking about religion, just stop him. Stop him.
Waffles, sorry, I don't see us on the map. Where are we?
I can drag you out.
Kind of pinged the entranceway.
Okay, good.
This is where y'all came in. You can obviously feel free to mosey around. You were welcomed in a very enjoy yourselves. This is my party. And then the dark-skinned elf and the elven female just kind of stay there. And
So-
you get the sense they're just welcoming people who come in.
Dwayne is going to go get some food.
Okay.
I will follow Dwayne.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
behind
letting
you.
them too far out of our sights.
Where
I noticed there are some more there's at least another elf up here by the spread.
Yes, there's an elf and a dwarven female as well. They're kind of, you see them standing there with plates in their hand, kind of just sampling the food and talking back and forth. Are you just gonna insert yourself into the conversation or try to listen a little bit?
I'm gonna grab start putting food on a plate for myself, taking a little bit of everything just to see what's good. And maybe I start taking too much of the potato salad because I'm listening into their conversation. And then if they look at me weirdly, I'll say I just love potato salad. They make the best potato salad at these parties.
For sure. Give me a perception check. We also have Galavat and Syrup up there. Are y'all doing anything?
I want to track the stairs, see if people are coming up and down it right now.
Okay. Currently, it just looks like you track. I won't even make you roll a perception check. While he's getting potato salad for a solid minute, you get a good track of it, and it seems like right now workers are.
Just workers.
Just you got people running food and drinks, which makes you think there are other people up there. It's not an off-limits area.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, there's no one that comes actually of importance that comes up or down.
24 perception.
Okay. And then Galavad?
Do you think this was locally sourced meat? It does look good.
It looks very fresh. You're right.
free range, indeed.
Listening in, Dwayne, you do take a little too much potato salad, and you do get that weird look. But prior to that, you hear them calling each other their names. So you got Bronmira, the female elf, and Bronmira, the female dwarf, and Nyana, the elf. And you hear Bronmira at one point. The only really thing you take of note is she kind of looks over and goes, "Yeah, I have a weird feeling about this place. I don't know why he built his manor on the old burial ground at all. There's not really any sense to that. He only came here a year ago, and now he's hosted so many parties." That's all you really catch.
Oh.
Did you say burial ground?
You say that to her?
Yes.
Yeah, she looks up. Yes, I did. Sorry, I didn't know you were listening.
Oh, just my ears perk up at burial grounds. I have a fascination with them.
You see
Not helping our case.
You see a weird look kind of cross her face.
Imagine why you don't get invited to parties. It's so strange.
Yes, well,
my family was
Very well.
murdered, and burial grounds trigger me sometimes.
Oh,
But
Galavet,
this
look
one-
at this pie.
Oh, I do like pie as well.
you see her purse her lips, and at this point, she begins to mosey off with Nyana somewhere else. They literally just walk away from you to the other table.
Millie, am I doing well?
You're definitely trying really hard.
I'll eat some more pie then.
Here, have some
Yeah.
potato salad.
Oh, potato salad. Excellent. Thank you.
Right. Move up to Mittens at this point in time and say, "I think you're our last hope. I really think you're our last hope to find out what's going on here. These two are going to get us all killed."
He's right up my alley. Give me a moment. Let me mosey around and see if I can figure something out. But does anyone have any ability to see if evil? Can we detect evil?
There was a time in my life when I could do that.
Oh, great. Another one in the middle of a crisis.
Before I got shot in the knee.
That was 3 days from retirement.
I'm gonna like whisper to both Dwayne and Galavad that are like still eating lots of food. I'm gonna look around upstairs and see if there's anything interesting there, and I'm gonna scurry upstairs.
Why don't we all go together?
I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's all go together. Let's
Okay.
stay together.
Yes, we can cause more damage that way. Let's go.
If we,
Okay.
did you say workers are going up and down the stairs too?
Yeah, you see people like carrying drinks.
I
And
wonder if we can
food
we can grab a worker on a smoke break and see if they've seen anything strange going on in this house.
You can definitely try.
Smart.
So is this statue like huge?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
A little smaller in the right one because you're higher up, but it sticks. Basically, there's like the roof encloses, and the statue still sticks partially up, like basically like forehead up over the roof.
Would the second floor be a nice like place to study her face?
Yeah, second floor, the windows. There's no door to get to her face, so you can study her face from the side, but it's also hooded, so it's kind of hard to see. But you are face level.
Is that weird? That there's no like? Does that strike me as odd?
That there's no window in like the front.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you would have put a window there. It doesn't strike you as like particularly odd though.
Am I just now judging your map making decisions? Is that?
Yep.
Waffles doesn't know how to draw a window, so there are no windows.
It was an architectural choice, people.
Yeah.
They
Waffles,
decided they didn't want the door to the patio to be
that
close to
is
the
a
window
patio.
because it would be odd.
that's
Okay,
a patio
alright.
right there, right?
Yes, that is. That's kind of like the second floor level of the porch.
Great. I'm going to make my way over to these statues. And are these
sure.
two dwarfs by the statues?
Yeah, you see they're kind of like they drinks in hand, like elbowing each other, like and it looks like they're talking about the statues.
I'm going to try to get close and overhear what they're saying.
Okay, give me a perception check as you're trying to get close.
Well, that's not the best. 12.
Okay, you hear. It's very hard to make out what they're saying. You can tell that they're talking about the statues, but at one point you hear one of them look up to the statue on the left, and he kind of goes, I do think that's supposed to be a dwarf, but doesn't quite look right. He's a little too tall. And they're just mentioning like the dwarf being a little off.
I'm going to look at that dwarf myself. Something's very strange happening here, right? There's two dwarves. They have stone they understand stonework really well. It doesn't look like a dwarf to me. I'm just gonna try to give a once over to see if it's about to come to life to kill me, or if it's gonna do that later.
Okay.
So what is that? Is that
That'd be another perception.
Okay. Again, it's not my strength. Yeah. It's I rolled a 9. So
Okay,
I got a 9. So I rolled a 4 or 5, so it's 9.
For sure. Yeah, you're looking it over like them. You can tell it looks weird, especially now that they've said it doesn't look like a dwarf, but you can't really see what's up with it. You do get close enough to it that if it wanted to swing, it would, and it doesn't.
Okay, so I'm going to take a diplomacy check, and I'm going to engage these two dwarfs. I'm going to say to them, "Hello, God, you good and good gentles. My name is Mr. Mittens McBride, and it is my pleasure to be here. I am a guest of Hisney, but may I ask you a question? What brings you to this lovely soiree?"
Waffles pulls up all his NPCs. Wait one. You see one of them turn to you, the kind of white-haired dwarf. He says, "Well, I am Yodel. I am from Dopria. I'm here with my wife, Branmira. She's probably with the food. She likes to eat.
She has a beautiful beard.
Well, thank you.
Yes, I saw her earlier. Beautiful beard.
Yes, Lord Fadar has been hosting parties for quite a while, and honestly, by this time, if you don't come, then you're not really anybody. Ain't that right, Furmock? And he like looks at his buddy, and Furmock's like, yes, I mean, I'm also from Dopria, like much like Yodel, and we bring food, drink. We like to. He always has different statues up here. He added a dwarf this time. That's what we were just talking about. It was a little off.
Oh, that's sus. New statues keep popping up. Is that basically it?
It does not seem normal and all. Okay, I'll say to him with a diplomacy check. Don't you find it odd that he replaces the statue every time? Have you ever heard of anything evil or wicked happening during one of these parties?
Real subtle.
Yeah, but I'm using diplomacy, so I'm trying to, charm my way into this moment. But I there's no reason to beat around the bush. It's not like I'm.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Give me that diplomacy roll.
Come on, Lillard. 18 plus 5. 23.
Ooh, nice.
We'll pause for a second. What's everyone else doing?
Dwayne's gonna try to pull one of the cater waiters aside. And
I am doing the same thing, basically.
Okay.
well, you want to do it together?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah,
So
you guys easily enough get like just a human female. She's kind of walking up. She's, yes.
Oh, hi. So
you want
sorry
something?
to interrupt. Do you have us a quick second? A drink would be lovely, but before that, we just have some questions.
Question. Okay, I'll help if I can.
They're
Yeah,
making you
it's our
pass
first
the hors
time.
d'oeuvres. People all camped out right where you come out of the kitchen trying to mob you, get the first dibs.
It does get rough down there. It's like a zoo.
I hate that. I hate it.
Oh, that's not our question, though.
That's not the question. Okay, bye.
Well, so that statue over, like the big one in the middle.
Yes.
This is my first time here. Do you know who that is? That's like just really cool statue.
I know it's a goddess. I don't know much about it, and it's not like the Lord just says what it is.
Oh,
You work a lot of
have
these
you been-
parties.
Yeah, have you been here long?
No, this is like my second, I think.
How'd the last one go?
It went pretty well. I mean, we had a bunch of people show up. We have more this time. I think you all bumped it over. But
Anything strange happen?
Yeah, like what's the
Magic
weirdest thing
getting
you've
invoked?
seen in
Yeah.
this party?
oh, I've seen some weird things.
Like what?
A lot of times, the Lord just disappears during the party. That's a lot of people. All the nobles always ask me about that because, I mean, it's his party, and then him and the wife just disappear. It's a little off.
Where do they go, you think?
Yeah, I bet you know this place inside out. I know you guys get like all around and you know how to get away from people. Do you know where they go?
I have no clue. I really don't. I've looked for him before.
Any secret
trying-
chambers you've ever found in this house?
Not particularly, no. But it is an old house. So.
I just asked because I'm a student of archaeology, and
And architecture.
architecture. Yes.
Sure.
Thank you, Millie.
He's really smart. Okay, thank you.
All right, and as she walks off, we'll cut back over to Mittens here. And the dwarves kind of lean up and they're like, I mean, if you're talking about weird stuff, it's the Lord goes through quite a few pets. I think last time he had 2 large wolves, and now they're not here. It strikes me as off, but other than that, the drinks are great, and I mean, go to sleep right after eating. It's amazing.
I had a pet once.
Goodness.
Yes.
Do you take the little statue out?
Your deep fascination with the burial ground. What do you think about that? About this keep being built on a burial ground?
Well, I mean, it was an elven burial ground, so maybe he's just trying to preserve his peoples.
Yes, nothing suspicious at all. Nothing to see here. Well, if you do find something odd along the way, or if you see something this evening to strike you in an odd way, find me. I will pay you handsomely for any sort of tidbit you can give. And by handsomely, I mean we are very rich. I'm very rich. I am Sir Mittens McBride. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will. Yes, I'm keeping you on the mind.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. All right. I'll move.
Meanwhile, Moke has several things have been running through Moke's mind. First is Galavad, you had one job, literally one job, and that was Dwayne. One job, right? The second thing is that's given Moke's kind of background. He's cased the joint, so he's been looking around. So I'm really interested in where the Lord may come from, because there should be a kind of a VIP area, if that makes sense. And he's looking for those retainers that look like they're security or, potentially cultist. And the third and final thing is he's working out where he can put the best incendiary charges in this building, just in case.
Okay.
Just in case. No reason, just in case.
For sure. Best incendiary charges, you get the sense, would be the stairs. They'd probably light up very quickly. And then up here in the reading area, the bookshelves would make great tinder. What was the second question? Just so I can make sure I answer it correctly.
No. So setting fire to the building, absolutely most important. So that's the key bit right there. But I'm also looking for the security in this place. We've seen the two things on the front door. This Lord seems to be up to two things. I can see Sir Mittens having some sort of robust conversation with dwarfs about stuff, but I'm looking for the bodyguards where the Lord likely is.
Absolutely.
I don't care about the other nobles. I care about where security is, because that's where his lordship and the lady are going to be.
For sure. Give me a perception check.
That is a 16.
Yeah. You're looking around, and oddly enough, it seems there is next to zero security in this entire party.
Okay.
That doesn't make
that does strike you as like odd.
Okay. That makes Moke really nervous, because he's never been to a posh party where he's not been thrown out before. And he looks around and he tries to make contact with Mittens, who probably ignores him, and then Galavad, I don't know what Galavad's doing. What are you doing, Galavad?
I have a plate full of food, and I'm walking over to these people over by the stacks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Down.
over here.
Is that a chandelier? Or what is that? Is that fireplace?
Yeah, that's like a hearth.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I am drawn to hearths.
Okay. Yeah, you're walking over there. Are you doing anything special down there?
Just trying to make conversation. So it's the place is built on a burial ground, I hear.
The best conversation starter.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, you see the elf
locally
look up
sourced
at you.
meats. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The elf looks up at you. He's like, "Yeah, I did hear that. It is, yes, it is. Would you like a seat?" He doesn't seem like too put off by it. He just doesn't know how to continue the conversation about a burial ground.
No, I mean, might I join you?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. And I come over and just sit and start
Okay.
scarfing down food.
Sure. And I will say, like, they allowed you to sit, and you get the sense that they begin talking to each other again, and they're not being super quiet. And at one point, you do catch a little key bit of information. They begin talking about the books. Like, they came up here to read. They were just gonna chill, read a book, like have a nice like chill time at the party before they were gonna eat the big dinner. They start speaking of on the they're like, man, he always brings up this huge spread of dinner on the large stone table downstairs. But at one point, Eliza, the human, says, "Yes, I mean, I came up here to read, but after book 4 of just elven history and different architecture on elves and elven statues, I can't anymore." So basically she's saying, like, all of the bookshelves up here are about like Elven history, architecture, all that kind of stuff.
I mean, it makes sense because he is an elf.
Sure.
Your hair is so lovely. My wife had hair like yours.
And she gets.
She
up and walks
died.
away.
I will be like, after that person had walked away, I'm gonna look over to Dwayne and be like, I think we need to keep an eye like on the hosts and see where they go.
Agreed.
Do we want to like tell everybody or like?
Yeah, let's spread the word. Have we seen the Lord yet?
He greeted us
Yeah,
downstairs.
Those are the two that we greeted.
Yeah,
Those
the
ones that
darker
greeted us.
skin-
Okay.
Yeah, the darker skin elf that greeted you said, "This is my party," so you can assume it's him.
Yeah, that is a logical leap. I just, assumed he might feel a sense of ownership over it because he
Sure.
enjoyed it so
And
much.
It could definitely not be his. He's not identified as Lord Fadar.
All right, Dwayne will head back downstairs to keep an eye on Lord Fadar.
I'll
Okay.
spread the word and then join.
Seeing
Sure.
Dwayne move, I'm gonna hastily get up from my seat and follow him downstairs.
Okay.
Galvad, did you tell us? Well, as you go downstairs, if there are books in this room. Is that right,
Yeah.
Waffles?
Yes, there are.
Okay,
It's that, like, bottom
everyone's
left.
sharing information. Like we're getting back. We're sort of crossing paths. If he said that thing about books, I'm going to try to go find out if I can get a better sense of this house or see if there's any kind of statue sort of history, because I'm looking for who the hell the statue is of. I mean, if that's an undead statue, or if that's some kind of crazy demonic elven dark lord, I want to know.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me we'll just say perception check as you kind of search the bookshelves over as the rest of you begin moving downstairs.
Oh. 5. I rolled a 5, so 5 into a 10.
Okay.
I'll go back to those women and engage them in conversation. I was like, sorry, I heard you talking to my friend Galavad. He wasn't really talking. He's a psychopath. He's a very strange guy. Don't pay no mind to him whatsoever. But he did say that you had gone over the books again and again. Could you please point me in the direction? I'm so curious about the statue in the middle. It's such a wondrous statue, such an incredible piece of work. Could you actually perhaps show me, point me to a book that may contain literature based on who it is that statue is of?
Well, I have.
Do
I
you
have read most of the books here now that I've been to most of the parties, but I can't tell you that there's one on the statue. What I can tell you is that there's a very, if you want to find out about the statue, it's almost a riddle of the house or something. We're all wondering what the statue is of, but, and you didn't hear this from me because it's kind of like they're hidden, but each statue has an inscription on them.
Yes, exactly what I was looking for.
They're pretty hard to find though, so like you have to really go looking for them, and it's almost like they move around. It's like, but you didn't hear it from me.
So suspect. I want you to know something bad is bound to happen. I cannot believe you keep coming back to these parties time and time again. Don't you find it strange?
So fun though.
Free food. I understand you.
I mean, free food and then this drink. Have you tried it?
I will not eat this food. No. You out of your mind? Statues with riddles that move. You don't think that's strange in the middle of a cemetery? I would slap you, but we are in a fine party indeed.
He is a rich man. He likes fine statues.
Eccentric indeed. All right, I'll go back and rally the team. Ow, as I just hit my elbow. Funny bone indeed, they say. And I'll go back to everyone and tell them what I have learned.
Okay. So we have a couple of people that want to watch the Lord to see where they go, and then we have a couple that might want to check out statues, it seems.
I think we are going to just exchange all the info, a little recon exchange. And so we do need to keep an eye. We can kind of like sit at the stage and keep an eye until they start moving. So that gives us some time to go look at the statues. What kind of check would it be to look at statues? Like, just to see.
Please don't say perception again. Bloody hell.
It would be an unfortunate perception check.
Is anybody particularly perceptive?
I have a
Unless you have like lore art.
Oh, so close, but no. I have farming lore.
I have any more.
Warfare lore. I mean,
no, unfortunately.
so do you want Dwayne to stay below to keep an eye on the Lord and Lady, or do you want him to come up and help solve the riddles?
So, sorry. Waffles. What type of lore was that? Because I know my character sheet very, very well. Probably I'm second best to Matthew Lillard here at this point in time with the knowledge of Pathfinder 2. What was that lore you said? Because I picked a bunch of random stuff and I think there was one there.
Lore art, or if you any kind of, always feel free to tell me what lore you have, and I'll tell you if it can work.
Cat. I have cat lore. 6 ranks of cat lore.
It only works if the other theory is correct.
Yeah, I'm quite good at arcana and occultism for reasons suddenly best known to my character sheet.
They may come in handy, but not for checking out statues.
Okay. In that case, I will continue to shut up. I will say to the party, though, the eagle has landed, and then point to the large package I've left by the bottom of the stairs.
Oh my god.
Surreptitiously. Nod and wink.
I mean, I'm very good at like helping other people do like look stuff. Like basically, I can try to aid another perception.
Come with me. We shall. So Dwayne, you stay eyes on the prize, and Millie, you come with me. Always stay near Mr. Mickey. Don't ever leave my side, child. And we'll go up and try to find this inscription.
Galliva, did you want to join us as well?
No, if my objective here is to keep track of Dwayne, and Dwayne is keeping track of the prize, I'll keep my eyes on the prize.
Yes. And do us all a favor. Talk to nobody. You are not welcome in these parties. And if they discover how dumb you really are, we will be thrown out on our keisters.
I resemble that remark.
I will tell you, as I'm like just shifting some tokens around here, at this point, like you guys are going upstairs and you see some people coming downstairs, and like you hear just kind of the talk and the rumblings about it. So they're serving the big dinner. Let's go. Let's make sure we get a seat at the table.
Dwayne takes a seat at the table.
Okay. I will sit next to Dwayne.
We're very suspiciously not there.
I mean, yeah, they weren't like, you have to be there. Like they didn't like drag you there or anything. It just seemed like it was it's an event that they attempt to get people to come to.
Okay. So we'll take the time and we'll start inspecting some statues.
Sure. You gave me a perception?
What is your plus to perception, Mittens?
5.
Okay. I'm probably better served helping, so I will do that.
What's your perception?
Plus 8, but I also I have the thing for helping that gives you a plus 4. So
Okay, I'm gonna change my dice and try to get a good perception.
I got a natural 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that for my held re-roll.
Okay.
Nice.
Much better.
Nice. Ready? Come on! Oh!
Tell me.
Hey.
Come on!
And that was a 20.
It changes. No. It changes.
It changes. That is a 29 to help. To aid.
Okay. All right. You're going over it. You're sitting here just like going over each statue, and you do begin to see inscriptions like pop up on each. And as you're reading the one on the dwarven statue, it says, "Within the rocks below lie evil, while above the bright sun shines. Though it is a pick and needle, that the way will divine." And then on top of seeing the description, you see that this dwarf looks a little... Sorry, my dog's barking in the background. The dwarf looks a little taller than he is, and like now that you're up close and you're reading this inscription, you see why. It looks to be that the dwarf looks like he's almost standing on like platform, like just this box type thing. She thinks there's somebody outside. Somebody's about to get us. But it looks like he's standing on like this box type thing, and you see like this ever so slight like line in it, and you get the sense that you could pry it open.
Wait, can you read that riddle again, please?
Can you post it by chance in the chat for us?
Yep.
Yes.
So I posted in the Roll20 chat, but within the rocks below lie evil, while above the bright sun shines. Though it is a pick and needle that the way will divine.
Okay, so we need to find a pick and needle and follow that. Okay, so I'm going to try to pry this thing open as I've seen this this little crack. I'm going to try to pry it. I'll grab a dagger.
Is there anybody looking? I'm going to perceive around.
Moke wants to
no.
be there. Moke, I know that this is not a great job for Mr. Mittens, for I am dainty and refined, and my claws are so brand new, and my nails are nice. So I'll go find Moke. I'll give him the signal. Caw-caw, caw-caw. I'll do a bird cry in the middle of the party, and bring Moke up. And Moke, look what we found. I'll point it out to him.
I was standing right next to you. I mean, I'm feeling unloved. Literally feeling unloved. I'm literally here the entire time.
You're just that sneaky.
I thought you were eating dinner. I apologize, Moke. My bad.
I'm gonna keep an eye. I'm gonna like step away and keep an eye from around the corner if anybody's coming up the stairs and just.
Oh, do something quickly.
And Waffles, you gave us those wonderful badges. Does this badge help open this particular box?
What is yours to do again? I think
it was the brooch for picking locks. Does this facilitate?
It would help. It doesn't like give you a plus to the roll, but I'm pretty sure if you have a, let me pull it up real quick.
It says if you rolled a critical failure, it would be a regular failure instead. So it's kind of keeps you from harming too much.
Yeah, you basically wouldn't break it, kind of thing.
Oh no, my laces are undone. An 8.
Oh gosh.
Well, that
plus.
Okay.
I'm quite good at this stuff. Plus 11, so that's a 19. Thank goodness.
Okay. You begin to get it open, and you watch these 3. Like, you can't tell what they are, but they're quite fast, and they're almost like iridescent / translucent. But these 3 buzzing insects that once it gets really close to you, you realize it's a wasp. And at the same time, because I gotta speed things up, we're gonna do Sex Machina a little bit. At the same time, downstairs, you guys are having this dinner, and you watch these 2 wasps. Actually, they probably don't see them, but you watch these 2 wasps kind of come from the back, and all 5 of you just receive this little prick of a wasp, and you find yourselves instantly transported both in time and area, as I'm going to reveal the bottom part of the map.
What?
And I'm sorry to
There's a
do
bottom.
this, but we are running out of time. So
I knew I should have burnt the place to the ground.
Flip the switch. Flip the switch.
Boy, this looks not scary at all.
I know these wasps. They're the Deus Ex Machina wasps.
The Deus Ex Machina wasps. They have a part in the story. They just came out a little quicker than they should have. You all find yourselves down here, and I am going to ask if we can all just go ahead and roll initiative, please, as what is revealed to you is the 2 dogs we were talking about earlier, the large wolves, look to be chained up as if they are guarding an area. Much further in this dark cave, which is actually under the mansion that would have been found and accessed eventually, is a summoning circle that is not going to summon a bunch of cats, but we can definitely go down that story because it is going to attempt to summon something, as what you see is Lord Fadar, the same one that was upstairs greeting you. He's kind of doing the last final touch on it, and you see it begin lighting up in red, and you get the sense that you have time for the 5 circles to light completely up, and you have to find a way to stop it one way or the other.
This escalated quickly.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
had my
it did.
suspicions.
We only had 3 hours.
What is the initiative bonus, Dex?
Perception. Unfortunately.
17.
By the end of this, Lillard's gonna be like, "You say perception one more time."
One more time.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Scoob. Scoob. All right, here we go. Let's go.
I like this little V formation we have. I'm safe.
Yeah. You're being protected.
All right.
Accept your
I rolled my natural 1.
Oh, perfect.
Huzzah.
Sponsored.
Sponsored.
23
Okay.
for Moke.
So I got
I
a
have too
12.
many initiatives.
Sorry.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves real quick. I'm sorry. Not much longer though.
This doesn't look like the bathroom. I'm very confused.
Wait,
How
how
did
do
I
we
get
get
here?
here?
Slowly back away.
Oh gosh. I don't even know how
Rich
to
people.
get out of
Did
here.
anyone else get pricked in the neck and move
Yeah.
through time and space?
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird when that happened.
Phew. All
Seen,
right.
seen a lot of insects in my day, but dang.
Can I get some quick initiative rolls?
Heck yeah. Who
Tell
do you
me.
want first?
Let's go, Matt Lillard.
17.
17, Capodicasa.
19.
19, Chris.
23. Thank you.
23, Syrup.
Also 17.
17, Jordan.
12.
12 with the net 1. All right. There we are.
Okay.
It is Lord Fadar's turn first.
No.
You watch as he makes this hand motion, and we're going to do a nice double whammy here, as it looks like he's casting a spell, and behind all of you, you see the summoned creature from chat. Thank you.
No.
What?
Pass.
Chat,
Of
what are you doing?
a Cyclops.
What?
Oh no.
Is this more of your friends?
I have no
I'm
clue.
looking now. Who can we
I never
blame?
asked my friends to do this.
And what are you doing to us?
Okay. All right.
Cyclops rolls his initiative. It's 23. Boom, fix it. Not his turn anymore because he used it all, and it's going to be the Cyclops' turn.
Right.
Perfect.
Super lucky Waffles forgotten about all those wild magic rolls as well. So whew, we dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. We're going to get to him.
Oh yeah, we have who has wild
Yeah.
magic right now?
I
Yeah,
do.
okay. I saw
All the Matthews.
Matthew
All the
Lillard,
Matthews.
Matty Caps, and then we got 2 randoms. I'm going to assign those to our other 2 players. Or, hold on.
Which two?
Sorry. Who hasn't rolled a magic surge yet?
I haven't.
Zero.
I'm about to. But
Okay,
is
so
that
Syrup-
a
Syrup
match?
and Jordan.
Okay.
You guys get these. We'll call them on your turn. We'll do them at the beginning of everyone's turn, and it's going to be a very chaotic and fast battle, probably.
Great.
Ooh.
Great.
We're gonna speed run this.
Yep. Speed run battle. The Cyclops steps up. Action 1. Great Axe in hand. Action 2, draws it. Action 3, swings down at Millie.
No.
Cyclopses ain't no joke. I can say that. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
You take 17 slashing damage.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, that is its turn. D20. It is yours.
So 2 things are crossing Moke's mind very quickly. One is he hates dogs, and those 2 look like dogs. Are they chained to the wall, or are they actively?
They're chained to the wall, but you get the sense they can come 30 feet out, so they can both, get to the middle.
So Moke screams, fetch, and then throws so he does his quick draw, throws a flame fireball towards the one to our south, please.
All right.
And then the other hand, and this is my second action, I think the way it works here is he throws a healing bomb towards Millie.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
So my first to hit one is someone very kindly bought me a reroll, so I love you, whoever you are.
There you go.
And that is a 26. I feel very powerful for a 4th level character with a 26.
Yeah. 2E gets very high. It's not a crit. It's not plus 10 the AC, so.
I feel very sad, but still very happy.
Yeah.
And basically, this thing is covered in burning fire. I think it's 2d6 per round. I think that's how it works.
It should be 2d6, and then there should be a persistent tapped on top of it.
Okay. That's 8 points of damage for the first explosion, and the second one is like, no, not the cleric, and then throws one at Millie. And as long as she's a willing recipient, then she gets healed, I believe.
Not a cleric. But we'll take it.
Yeah, very, very confused about this, but yeah. Mittens keeps saying you're the healer. I don't understand, so I'm just going to heal you.
Yeah. I could definitely help.
And I think that's 2d6 again. For 7 points of healing.
Okay.
Lovely, thank you.
And then do you have one more action, or is that it?
It was quick draw there, and can I throw another bomb?
You could, yeah. You got one more action.
Okay.
So.
And then I will throw it at the other dog because no one likes dogs. Fetch! It. Oh, a 2. So,
all right.
Yeah.
That one lands beside it, and how bombs do, you get 1 splash damage up on it. So
okay.
You do 1 damage. All right, Matthew Capodicasa.
Oh God, no, not again. Why?
He's been put in the position.
He will step up to the Cyclops, and then I will do a flurry of blows, and miss on the first one with, unless a 16 hits.
It does not.
And then 23 on the second fist.
Absolutely hits.
All right, roll a fortitude save. And that's 9 points of damage.
Natural 2 for a 15.
Okay, wow. So you are stunned from my stunning fist.
Oof. All right.
And then one more.
Does not like that.
Yeah, one more attack. Step, flurry of blows, strike. I'm going to use my reroll because I rolled a natural 2.
Okay.
And I roll a natural 6, so I miss as well.
Rip. All right. Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, I'm going to cast a sound burst on our big bad guy. That's a
okay.
20, right? And then I also have a magic surge. So I'm going to use my magic surge.
Absolutely.
Somebody want to roll for me? I don't have 100 with me. Millie, you roll for me, please. Creature of God.
Yes, sir.
You sweet, sweet angel.
A 15? Yeah, right? The 10 on the percentile and then a 5 on the knot?
Yes.
Okay.
15.
It is pretty low, so. I apologize.
Interesting.
Doesn't matter with mild magic.
Does not scare me at all. Just
yeah.
Did you move in the direction of the bad guy, by the way? Or are you still with us?
I'm still with you.
Okay.
I'm casting from here.
Okay. Trying to figure out how this exactly works right here. It's interesting. Okay. Do you have any weapons on you, Mittens?
Yes, of course. Of course I do.
Okay.
Glorious bow, long bow.
Beautiful.
Right, handed down from my father's grandfather to my brother, down to me.
You watch this wasp come out of nowhere and kind of sting the bow for a second, and then you watch your bow float up, and you get the sense that it can take it can't take its own actions, but you don't have to hold it.
Bow.
All of your weapons become animated with the effects of a dancing rune.
Weird.
For how long? Forever? I hope forever.
For at least this combat.
Yes, fire away, Bo! Fire
Basically
away!
forever.
The problem is I have to grab my arrow and then load it from afar.
You just toss it up to it, and it's like, boom.
All right, good. And then I will cast this sound burst.
Yeah, give me that sound burst.
It's 2d10, right? 4. Ooh, an 8. So 12 damage.
All right. He just failed, not a crit failed, hit save. So he takes all 8 damage.
Nice.
He doesn't look like he's super combative. He's definitely not he knows his magic, but he's not a warrior or anything. So he's hurting a little bit.
Galavad! To him! Destroy! Take my bow with you!
I don't use bows.
You watch your
Thank you for the hors d'oeuvres. They were lovely.
It strikes the magic circle a little bit, and you see the red kind of glitch in and out for a second.
Ooh. Okay.
Sir, your turn.
Okay. Well, this big Cyclops thing is in front of me, and I don't like that. So, I kind of look into the air around me in different areas. I'm like, okay, Uncle, Grandma, Great Uncle, we got this. And I'm gonna reach out, and I'm going to try to touch the Cyclops and cast Ancestral Touch. And what happens at this point is interesting, because up until now, random things on my bag or my cloak shift on the occasion, and now they start to swirl, things are cut, my hair is moving, everything around me that can move is starting to just move in this invisible wind. Let's see if I even get it. Okay, 24.
Okay.
And as I touch them, suddenly this Cyclops can see all of these ghostly ancestors that are floating all around me. It takes, can it make a, well, it says, oh shit, should I not have hit? Range touch. I think it's a save actually. Boo.
Okay. So it gets a chance to save.
Yeah, we'll save.
There's no way he makes it.
We'll save 16.
Oh, that's a fail.
I'm rolling very poorly with the Cyclops. That's a strong creature that's not doing very well.
Okay, it only takes 1 mental damage, but it is frightened 1.
Okay.
What does that mean, Tui?
It's going to take some minuses to most everything, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, status penalty to all its checks and DCs. And it ends, it goes down by 1 at the end of its turn, I think.
Yep. So its next turn, basically, any DC and check it makes. I think attacks are also a check in 2E, so.
I also, though, enacted a curse-bound thing, so I'm going to have to roll to see what my ancestors tell me to do, which will be interesting.
Okay.
Perfect.
Will you also give me a D100?
Oh, boy.
I got to get these magic surges in here.
93.
Ooh, very high one.
There's a high one.
All right. As you're talking about what your ancestors are telling you to do and everything, you turn invisible.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Now, that was only just 1 action, though, right?
Yeah, I think so. Unless your spell's 2 actions or something. But
no, so I'm going to, suddenly noticing I'm invisible, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm still here, guys. And then then I shut up again. Does that help me get away from this thing? Can I take a 5-foot step? Or
yeah, reminder, not every creature in Pathfinder 2e has reactions anyway, but if you're invisible, you can just move. It can't you can't take a reaction against something that has concealment.
Perfect. Then I'm just gonna book it closer so that I can just try to bridge the gap between me and, if nobody sees me, get closer to the guy.
You see the wolves nose perk up a little, but they're searching for you kind of thing.
I'm trying to slide equidistant between them so they can't get me.
Yeah.
That's a move. That's, oh man. What else can I do?
You have 1 more.
I'm just gonna
poke him with the sticky pot.
I don't have anything. Jordan, I'm going to call out to Galavad and give you some guidance.
I feel guided.
I'm guided. All right, it's the wolves' turn. They're having problems like seeking out Millie, and it doesn't like they're not. You hear Fadar like yelling at them like attack, and they like don't seem like they want to listen to him. As they're making will saves to like listen to Fadar because of everything, and they don't do anything.
Nice.
They're like stuck basically deer in headlights, frightened right now. Jordan, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my Onyx statuette. Onyx, come to me, boy. Here,
Okay.
Onyx.
Galavat immediately breaks down crying.
I
Spends
love
3
you.
rounds hugging the dog.
There you go. A
Um,
dog appears like right in front of you.
Sick him, boy. Oh, he's beautiful.
Oh.
Who do you tell him to sick?
Fadar.
Okay. He begins running beside Millie. It's about as far as he gets. That's one of your actions to interact with the little Onyx figurine.
All right. And he shakes it off. This is my kind of party. And then he'll pull out his hatchet and jump on the Cyclops, doing a intimidating strike.
Okay. Give it to me.
Oh.
That is I can count, 21 to hit.
21 is its AC exactly.
Woo!
Nice.
All right, so not a lot of damage. That's 4 slashing damage, but he is frightened 1.
Okay, so he's frightened 2 now. Perfect. Is that it?
That's all my
I think so.
actions.
Yeah. All right. It is Fadark's turn. You watch Fadark move to the back of this circle, continues to kind of do some hand motions chanting, and you watch as the first circle lights up.
Oh, snap.
It's the Cyclops' turn. Everybody has left the poor defenseless monk out in front.
Don't hurt him.
If I didn't do the Cyclops' ability, the person that summoned it would probably be mad at me. So,
Uh-oh.
Cyclops uses Flash of Insight. Really cool in 2E, if no one knew about it. It is a free action once per day, and the Cyclops just hits.
Oh,
Are
so it's not
frightened.
an automatic crit like it wasn't.
It's
Isn't
not an
first edition.
automatic
It's automatic crit.
No, but what it is going to do is it's going to swing, and then it's going to use that for the last attack.
Wise.
So swing 1. Does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right, you take 10 slashing damage on that one.
Ooh.
Swing 2 does a 21 hit.
Yes, it does.
Oh yes. All right, you
I
take
take-
18 slashing damage on that one.
18.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a big one. It's
How you doing?
1d12 plus 9. I rolled a 9 on that one.
We didn't heal since the first fight, did we?
I don't think y'all did.
Nope. All right.
I didn't even think that anybody was hurt. That's my
Can I
bad.
use? Can I take my attack of opportunity?
Do you have something that lets you take it for it
It's
attacking?
It's my fighter
like a-
ability.
Like a retributive strike?
It just says attack of opportunity.
Okay, you can usually only take that if it takes a move action so close to you.
All right, never mind. I'll just hang
Yeah.
out. I'll just watch it happen.
You have to watch your friend die. And it takes its third attack. It hits because of the Flash of Insight and does 12 slashing damage.
How you doing, Dwayne?
I have 2 hit points.
Oh!
Still standing. All right. What I want to happen, because we're running out of time, is I want you guys to come up with since it's all of your turns basically, I want you to come up with a fun little party plan of how you put this down, because unfortunately I don't think we're ending this fight in 2 minutes, but I want to end the story.
Okay.
It's easy.
I'm a heal. I definitely heal.
Okay.
I'm
So I'm
going
gonna
to
boost
jump
Dwayne up.
in front of the monk and take the next series of blows protecting him. And as I'm being pummeled from behind, I whisper in his ear, now is your time. Do something glorious before we both die. Inspiring him to do this.
And feeling inspired by Mitten's act of selflessness, Dwayne abstains from fighting for the rest. No, I'm kidding. He walks away and fully embraces his vow. No,
All right, thank you.
No, he will. I think he's gonna, like, with all of his might, pour everything and just pummeling the Cyclops into the ground. Flurry of blows, bang, 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 bang.
All right,
Punch it in its open eye, single eye.
perfect.
And as it falls, I wrap my, even though the Dreadlord is still alive, I wrap my arms around Sir Dwayne and I say, your knighthood, if I could bestow it back upon you, I would, for you are a hero indeed.
And Dwayne sobs into Mitten's fur.
While the sobbing is going down, Gallivad and Moke, what do we do?
Gallivan's just gonna book it after Onyx, and we're gonna take this dude down.
Okay.
How do you do it, Gallivad?
I'm running, and as I'm running, I pull out both of my hatchets, and I just do a well, yeah, I'll just throw them at them.
For sure, for sure. I'll set the scene after this. Moki, what about you?
Moke's really confused about the sobbing cats and Monk. Our healer has completely disappeared. He sees Gallivad go charging.
But was healed. Dwayne was healed.
That's good. And then he goes, well, sod this for a game of soldiers. I really hate parties with dogs and demons. And then takes out his explosive pack and throws it at the ceiling above the magic circle as Gallivad's dispatching that.
All right.
Let's bring the roof down.
Yeah. All right. So perfect. What you guys see is we have Mittens jumping in front of Dwayne, taking attacks. Dwayne gets healed first, and then, like, while Mittens is getting chopped, you're watching, like, the slashes that are being made in his chest get healed from Millie in the back, who's just spam healing everyone. We watch. It looks like Lord Fadar's about to get, like, the third circle by this time, about to appear, and we watch a hatchet come, hit him sideways, another hatchet come, hit him sideways, and at this whole time, Onyx has been running around behind, like hiding behind one of the rocks. Onyx comes out, kind of jumps and, like, headbutts Lord Fadar, who, like, stumbles a little bit into the magic circle, which is when the bomb goes off, and you watch part of the floor of where, like, the bath was, basically, and just fall down, crush Lord Fadar. And because we ran out of time, that's where we're going to have to leave the party, who inherit this entire mansion with 2 dogs and Onyx. And now they're the lords of J-Town.
I will keep the dogs away from all you dog haters.
So one last thing, Waffles. The buffet table. Do we see the potato salad? Somebody in chat said that the buffet should collapse and basically he should be covered in potato salad, just drifting down from the top.
I think that would be full circle.
Yeah, I think that has
Save
to
the
happen
potato salad.
But it's only like half the potato salad because someone ate almost all of it. Just
as I'm hugging, as I'm holding Dwayne in my arms, eating the potato salad off of his shoulder.
Dwayne,
all right,
appreciates.
Go ahead. All right, I'm sorry we had to rush it a little bit. I hope all of you had fun.
That was great. Thanks for
go
running the
around
game.
The circle. Yeah. Absolutely. Man, it was so much fun for me. Let's go around the circle one more time. Just introduce ourselves. Say thank you to everyone for all the amazing donations to put the chaos in the game. We'll start with Gallivad.
I just want to really appreciate the time here. I'm so happy to be supporting a good cause like this. And just like Mr. Lillard said, if you're struggling with suicide or anything like that, please, we're here. There are people here, and even if we just get together in game, whatever.
Absolutely. Syrup.
Yeah, hi, I'm Syrup. Like I mentioned, one half of Waffles Maple Syrup. I'm also incredibly grateful to have this opportunity. It was an absolute blast. The cause is something near and dear to our hearts. So we're very, very just grateful to be able to raise such amazing awareness and funds for an amazing cause. So thank you guys very, very much. Don't know if you ever wanted to find us and anything else that we do, we're on Twitter at Waffles Maple. Just wanted to add that, but otherwise, thank you.
Chris.
Nice and simple. Thank you for DMing this, Waffles. It was absolutely brilliant, hilarious. The two Matthews, Jordan, and Syrup, absolutely brilliant. It was a pleasure to play with you. And you did an amazing job to keep all this chaos on track. Everything you're doing in the back end is hugely appreciated. Producers never get seen, but thank you for so much for this. And everybody in chat that has donated, whether it be your time, money, or just love to this cause, it is hugely, hugely appreciated. And so thank you so much for doing that. And back to you, Waffles. Thank you.
All right, let's go to Capodicasa.
I'm Matthew Capodicasa from the Glass Cannon Network. Thanks to Jasper's Game Day and everyone involved who make this happen. Fenway, Jason, Ann, and thank you, Waffles, for running such a great game, and to everybody who donated. I feel very lucky that we got to do this all together and support this great cause on a Saturday. So thank you.
Thanks for joining. All right, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, my name is Matthew Lillard. Again, I don't want to cry because I already did that in the middle of the game, but it obviously means a lot to me. If you haven't had a chance, go to Beetle and Grimm's, check out our Jasper's Game Day pin. It's $20. All proceeds of that go to this incredible foundation and support Fenway and the work she's doing. And you guys, thank you for running this. Thank you for the work, the time, the dedication, energy. Thank you for everyone who is in the chat and watching and supporting us, and playing with you guys was a real joy. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us and giving us your time. I'm Waffles from Waffles Maple Syrup. Suicide's something that's near and dear to my heart. I am a veteran, and I dealt with it very personally in the military. I went through some bouts of, we'll call it potential suicide, just to put a nice light spin on it and not end on a heavy note. I just want to thank everyone from Anne to Fenway to both of the Matthews and literally everyone involved for doing this and helping raise awareness and letting Jasper's Game Day do what they do, which has been amazing over the past 3 to 4 years.
Right on.
So thank you, everyone, and I'm going to turn it back over to Anne.